What's up, everybody? All right, what's going on, everybody? How you all doing? Appreciate you being here. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. And forgot my hat. New hat, new hat for the Xfinity race, Bass Pro for tomorrow. But we have some issues right here. I had the CW going on, and I cannot get it going on. So we're gonna have to do MRN tonight, I guess, because I cannot get it going. But appreciate everybody being here. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. I got so distraught on trying to get it to work. I didn't even get to do the cars right here. So that'll be my next goal here. But I'm gonna see if I can figure something out here in the CW app. It's not even letting me do it on the CW app, so I don't know why I can't even watch it on my phone. But we're gonna have a great time tonight, and I hope you guys have a good time as well. New chapter in TV broadcast, and I know I want to be on it so bad, but I cannot get it on the streaming for some reason. I cannot do it. So let me see if I can find it here. Channels. See it on the CW app. Is anybody on the app that can help me? Because I've looked and looked and looked. I know I will, but I want it to work now. Anybody else? Any thoughts on to get the Xfinity to work here on the CW app on the see see it doesn't when I click on it, it doesn't show the race. It just shows like a preview. So how do you get to the sports on the CW app? Does anyone know that? Um, Can't stream it here even with the DirecTV account or app. Yeah, so it's so weird. So I guess we're gonna let's do NASCAR audio here. NASCAR, in-car, NASCAR. And hopefully we'll get some more phones in here. You're using a digital converter book hooked up to a CR. Okay, well that's not gonna help. I'm trying to connect it through a computer. And scanner audio. Here we go. I can at least hear something. Expand. This is the truck, so I don't know why that's on there. There you go. So it's all going to be a learning curve tonight, y'all. It's going to be a learning curve for everybody trying to find this race. The CW app says it'll be shown tomorrow. This is dumb. So let's see if I can get the audio here. At least we get the MRN. No, we don't want that one. We want. My goodness. All right, let's see if I can go to MRN radio here. MRN radio. 17.2 on Rabbit Ear Tree TV. You can watch the race a day after. How dumb is that? All right, well, we're going to have to figure something out because that's not going to work for us. CW is already off to not a great start. And tons of people probably so mad that they can't watch this thing. Doo-doo. My goodness. Shows. Nascar Live. Oh, you got desktop offer. The advanced formulation of Napa full synthetic engine oil. It delivers faster oil flow for superior temperature protection in the harsh. Well, that's not it either. All right. Well, we're gonna try to find a live MRN. This is not good. Not good. I can't figure this. I know it's so stupid. Like, how are we supposed to watch this stupid thing? It says it's free. Apple TV Plus, Roku, Amazon Fire. I go to Apple TV. I have Apple TV, but it's not letting me do anything. See, there's that.
Can you not watch?
No. kind of crap is this?
Is it not on that?
It's not on Apple TV. It says it's available on Apple TV. So you learn more. Here, let's do this.
CW Sports on our thing?
No, they won't show it. Oh well, how was your vacation? Exactly. So we'll figure this out by the end of the beginning of this race. And YouTube TV doesn't even have the CW when it said it should. Okay, so thank you, Fred, for not letting me go look for that as well. So this is going to be interesting. It's free if you have cable. Well, I have Fubu, but it says Fubu says it has CW, but it's not on my Fubu. I know that. Well, I guess we'll have to let's see.
Go to it. Yeah.
What?
Fubu.
Yeah, it's not on the Fubu.
What? No, I do not. I don't think it's so.
We'll see here. Fubu. Let's just see if it's on Fubu because someone said it was on Fubu. If not, we just have to. I don't want to go to the app. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see. Guide. Let's look. I'm looking on my Fubo TV. And I do not see anything.
CW. CW.
Yeah, go up here and type CW. Nope. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh.
What a day, what a day, what a day.
All right. Raw feed. It's not the Bash Pro Shops night race raw feed.
Do they have the videos going?
No. Xfinity.
Do they have like the videos?
What's up, everybody? I'm just trying to get y'all something to go here. We'll get it going here. I have cable and I'm able to watch the CW. Oh, that's a good deal. At least somebody will get to try Fubo. Couldn't find it. I will cancel. That's right. You can listen to PRN radio. All right, let's try PRN. Well, let's listen to PRN radio. PRN radio. Well, we'll be listening to most of it. So, all right. Where's live button on PRN? Should be live right now. There we go. Listen live.
Months in October. We've also continued to upgrade our fleet of stores with replacement stores in Clintwood, Virginia, Pulaski, Virginia, and Cleveland, Tennessee, and got one more to go in Ocoee, Tennessee before October's over. And you know, we talked last year a little bit about our Kurt's Ace hardware. We
found a link that works from a NASCAR group on FB if you want it.
Morristown, Tennessee, and
yeah.
the Ocoee, Tennessee market will also get one before
you should have CW
Mom,
on your
Food
Xfinity.
City is also expanding others, and they can't do it without the help of some wonderful associates.
We've expanded a store in Cleveland, Tennessee, Chatsworth, Georgia, and Maynardville, Tennessee, and we've got a couple more that we'll finish up before the year, one in Harrison Bay area of Chattanooga and one in Blaine, Tennessee. You know, really expanded our service area, and we've grown our Food City family of teammates to over 19,000. And this year, we were proud to be certified as a certified great place to work. And I think that gives us all a little sense of pride. We're a vibrant, growing company, but we couldn't do it without a lot of hard work from our teammates. We've got the best associates in the world, but we've also got the best customers in the world, and that's what makes everything work.
Jojo, what's up?
Being able to take care of our communities and our customers.
PRN would like to thank Food City for their support of Bristol Motor Speedway.
The sun has finally dropped behind the massive grandstands here at Bristol Motor Speedway. The lights are on, and we'll be racing under them very shortly in the Food City 300. Doug Rice and Mark Garrow with you. Rob Albright will join us a little bit later on. Time for us to break down what we think will be the most talked about and watched storylines of today's race. And Mark, anytime Dale Earnhardt Jr. shows up out of retirement and decides to put on the driver's suit, I think that runs right to the top of the scale.
Yes, it certainly does. Qualified 13th tonight, has run 13 Xfinity Series races here at Bristol. He won here in 2004, the runner-up in 1998 and 1999.
About Lane Riggs, that's right.
A year ago, got out front for 47 laps, before he had trouble. People had just begun to believe he might be able to pull it off when he had trouble.
Car was really solid last year. It caught on fire and burned out from underneath him. Otherwise than that, I felt like Cinderella was right out in the parking lot.
Doug, he's also won a Cup race here. And remember, in 2004, he swept the Xfinity and Cup races at Bristol and coined the phrase that will be forever famous.
How's the sound? Is it good?
Bristol, baby.
So the original.
Yeah, I haven't got the
Bristol Baby is
Xfinity
back
schemes
tonight.
rolling yet. Hold on
Will
one second.
start 13th. Jeffrey Earnhardt, let's not forget him. He's in a pretty good ride tonight. He will roll out in the 6th position, so we'll keep our eyes on the Earnhardts. Mark, there is a battle, so to speak, for the regular season championship, but it feels kind of locked up.
Justin Allgaier certainly has his hands on the trophy right now, about to pick it up. After Indianapolis, Cole Custer held a 56-point lead over Allgaier, but in the next 5 races, Allgaier has gained 109
And I
points
sound pretty good.
more than Custer to turn
I
that
know
whole
it,
deal
Tom.
upside
It's ridiculous.
down. From 56 points up, Cole Custer comes into the regular season finale 43 points behind.
At the bottom right now, at the cutoff point, it's a pretty big margin, Mark. It's 43 points. Sammy Smith is in 12. Minus 43 points is Ryan Sieg. I think Ryan's better chance of advancing to the playoffs is not through points, but a W.
Yeah, he's going to have to go for the win, Doug, and that would be a very tall order for his team. He has never won on the Xfinity Series, so if he was going to pick a time to do it, this would be the perfect way. It would launch him in to the playoffs.
And when you talk about Bristol Motor Speedway, Mark, you've said this before. You feel, I remember you called a finish of a race and you said, whatever driver.
Dale Jr. racing, that's right, y'all.
Race. I don't care if it's ARCA,
Okay.
Trucks, Xfinity.
We're just going to do with this, and we'll deal with it tomorrow.
You want a trophy from.
You absolutely do. And, Doug, only 3 drivers go into this race tonight having gone into victory lane. Justin Allgaier twice. Then you have A.J. Allmendinger, and I just mentioned Dale Earnhardt Jr. Everybody else looking for that first win. On top of the board, Sheldon Creed starts 14th. 5 runner-up finishes this year, a record 12 runner-up finishes for his career, the most runner-up finishes ever before getting a first victory, if he ever gets to that. Also, Riley Herbst, Ryan Truex also leaps off the page for me. Doug, it's his 100th Xfinity Series start tonight. He's won at Dover and Daytona as a part-time driver for Joe Gibbs Racing, and boy, would he love to grab a win here tonight in a very competitive Toyota and get his first trip to the roof here at Bristol.
And by the roof, we mean the roof of a building down in the infield. It's actually the infield care center area, and they drive up on top of there to present the trophies. I'm watching A.J. Allmendinger tonight. He's won here before in an Xfinity race. Doesn't have a W this year. I think it might be odd to see him get his win on a non-road course race, but I definitely think it
Smash that like button. That's right. Keep hitting that like button, guys. See if we can get to 100 likes.
Out of row 1. He's capable of winning as
We're
well.
a little off our game right now.
Victory here in Thunder Valley.
Cole's
But we'll
also
learn.
already got a W this year, too.
Yeah.
By the way, you were talking about the trophy. I got to thank the wonderful people here at Bristol Motor Speedway for presenting me in the media center today the victory sword upon the. I guess.
All right, thanks,
it means
Kimbrough.
here's
You
the
too,
sword.
man.
We're going to poke you in the butt and I get out of town. It's the sword that they give away in victory lane to the winning drivers.
All right, man. Thank you.
And kind of wishing me well in my retirement.
I
It's really meant a lot to me.
My biggest disappointment that you didn't show up there like dressed like a Roman centurion, right? So that the sword and everything would fit.
You know what? I think I would have been better with my body type. A toga might actually be better than that outfit. I think I could probably squeeze into that. But thanks a lot to the folks here at Bristol Motor Speedway, Jerry Caldwell and their team, for wishing me the best in my upcoming retirement. The sword will be put in a place of honor. Progressive key to victory, Mark.
Man, it's Bristol. Stay out of trouble. I mean, stay on the lead lap and stay out of trouble, and both of those are tougher than you can even expect.
It is. I think that's the key. Keep your car underneath you tonight. Stay out of trouble. If you're on the lead lap here late in this race, you have a shot. Those are our Progressive Keys to Victory, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Get Ritter's Insurance to protect the things that make your place a home, including coverage from theft or damage. Visit Progressive.com.
Progressive knows when you own a boat, life on land is a tough sell.
Come on down to land.
All right, let me
It's the
mute the
place where
commercial here. Thank you guys so much. As I'm trying to get this link here for you guys. I might have it. I might figured it out now. I might have figured it out. 1 second, y'all. As I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much for hanging out. As we're just dealing with this, everybody's trying to deal with watching it. If you don't have a TV and you're on a phone, you're not going to be able to watch it. So CW on my YouTube. There you go, Mark. CW sucks. Everybody's not liking it already. So keep hitting that like button for us. The race going to start here in about 10 minutes. Pre-race ceremonies as well. See, I'm going to see if I can upgrade my profile. Want that. Manage add-ons. Fubu extras.
More.
Oh, that's not. That's not it. Fubu select. Oh.
There's two things for Dale Earnhardt.
I watched on my phone with in-car camera. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We'll definitely have that on there, y'all. We'll definitely have the in-car cameras on.
If you live in a mansion, he's that guy.
I'm trying to find the CW
he's the guy
here.
That was out in his yard planting his plants. He's the guy that was out there mowing. He's the guy that was out there doing it. He's the guy that drove the truck. He's the guy that got up under the car and changed the gear. He's the guy that put on a uniform and jumped in that car and became your hero on a Sunday afternoon. And you could identify with that. He's really that last guy. And he is, in the words of Tom Wolfe, last great American hero, the book that was written about Junior Johnson. He is that last guy to a lot of people. And he was going to have that following no matter what. It moved to a different level because of what happened at Daytona. Billy Joel, only the good die young. And that's the way you remember it. So I think that moves you to a different place, too.
Learn more. Learn more. All right, here we go. I think I found it.
Stephen Parsons started the day off pretty well. He qualified 23rd, but
thank you for that subscribe,
then it's been
Deborah.
all downhill, Heather DeBow.
It's true. The team is going to work right now on that 45 machine. They're actually having to replace the engine. When they were warming up that vehicle, they blew a motor. So the team's going to work. He's not going to make it for the start of the race, but they're going to try to get out there as soon as possible.
All right, good luck to that team trying to get him out there in the number 45 tonight. Mark, that's a rough way to start your race day.
It is, but remember back in the day, Junior Johnson's team did an engine change in 20 minutes.
Oh, that's back when that was allowed, by the way, during the race.
I mean, that's crazy. But
that is crazy. I mean, they did it routinely. When you saw it over and over again, that was a.
It says that Fubu has
wherever you are this evening.
It says Fubu has.
Thanks a lot for tuning in.
CW, but I don't see it.
We're here at Bristol Motor Speedway. We got our whole crew assembled, and our crew tonight is Brad Gilley, Brett McMillan, Heather DeBow, and Wendy Venturini. Calling the action up on top tonight for this furious 300-lapper is going to be Rob Albright. I'm Doug Rice and Mark Guerra in the booth. Our race director is Laura Beth Barnhart. And Mark, I don't care how many times you come up to this place, you get kind of geeked up when you get ready to start the engines.
If you have never been to Bristol Motor Speedway, you got to get here because it is the last great Coliseum. You walk in here, and Doug, just the track and the grandstands.
I got Custer for the win and a dark horse is Algeier. Thank you, Robert, for subscribing as well.
I went through the tunnel.
Appreciate it.
I came in here and I go, this place is just so amazingly special. We want to capture a lot of action tonight. This is the finale for the regular season on the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Once we leave here, it's playoff time. And right now, it's time to get it all started. So let's go trackside here at Bristol.
All right, here we go.
Please rise as you are able and remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as the Cherokee High School Junior ROTC Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Please remain standing as Mike Wright from the Van Sant Church of Christ in Van Sant, Virginia, offers tonight's invocation.
Dear God, we come to you through and in the name of your Son, Jesus, thanking him for this beautiful weather, thanking him for this event, its host, and its sponsor. And a special thanks, God, for all the men and women who have and who are and who will be serving in our armed forces. And while we are in your presence, God, we are just grateful for your grace and your mercy. And we ask that you provide for us a safe and entertaining race. In Jesus' name, amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome singer, songwriter, and red light management artist, Grace Tyler.
Whoa, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting, and air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
The pre-race show is in the record books, and it's about time to drop the green flag on the Food City 300.
From fueling NASCAR champions on the track for over 20 years to innovating 94 octane, the highest octane on the market. Performance is what Sunoco does. All Sunoco fuel at the pump meets the same top-tier standards as the fuel used in NASCAR. From the
RN, the Performance Racing Network.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver.
Sorry about that. So we got the cameras going, Chandler Smith on, and we have can't show Dale Jr.'s camera because it is being shown on YouTube, so we cannot show that one. But we can show everything else. So we have Chandler Smith, we got the battle cam, and the aerial cam.
Regulars and 10 drivers are already locked into the 7-event postseason. At the top of the points heap, there is Justin Allgaier, who won this race last year.
Justin Allgaier now midway down the back straightaway, heading into turn number 3, looking to open the playoffs with the win. He'll take his brand Chevrolet across the start-finish line, and under the checkered flag, Justin Allgaier wins the Food City 300.
You know, it's great to have that much of a points lead, but not been without frustration over the last, handful of races. We've had really, really fast Camaros at Junior Motorsports, and Cole and I are 1 and 2, and we've had magnets in our bumpers the last few weeks, so it's been really disappointing. But at the same time,
yeah, right. Everything's better on USA or NBC. Welcome back, Thank you, Swifty. Thank you, Mark.
We've had in a lot of lights, and This is such an important thing.
You got it on TV.
Allgaier will get to race against his famous boss, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
The 88's been fast every time they've taken
Two
it to
bugs
the racetrack,
racing,
no
that's
matter
right.
who's driving it this year. So I feel pretty good about the car being good again. It's the same car we ran last year. They took it home, tore it apart, put it back together, and nobody's drove it since then. So hoping it'll drive as good as it did. No pressure in qualifying. Last year we came here and we were one of the 8 or so drivers that could miss the race if something were to go wrong in qualifying. So don't have to worry about that and can just get in the car and practice and see where we need to be on the racetrack.
Cole Custer, what's the strategy tonight?
We're just going to focus on ourselves and probably go for the win is our goal. At the end of the day, if you're not running that great, you might try and go for the points a little bit more to try and protect, not drop into third in the standings. But I feel like we'll
keep on hitting that like button for us.
And this has been a really
I'm trying to get the cars emojis up as well.
So hopefully we go out there and
it threw me for a loop, y'all. I thought it was going to be easy.
Regular season race of the 2024 season shake out tonight. We're about to tell the story of the Food City 300. And every lap is right here on PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
Looking for the action here tonight in the Food City 300. As always, there's a little modification to our starting lineup. Going to the rear tonight for unapproved changes will be Sam Mayer. That's a biggie.
Sam Mayer.
Josh Williams will also go up, and going to the back will be Leland Honeyman Jr. And poor Stephen Parsons' car still sits in the garage area with the hood up as he is going through a late engine change. They will join the race in progress, Mark Garrow.
That's never a good sign, but they did have a decent qualifying effort, so you got to believe they just want to get out there on the racetrack and.
Yeah, I don't have YouTube TV
at Bristol. Sam Mayer's a pretty tough year so far.
I have Fubo.
Now let's go trackside and get it started.
And now, race fans, here to say the most famous words in motorsport, CUIB Chief Meteorologist Dave Dirks.
Drivers, start your engines!
The command has been given. Let's crank them up.
Let's go. Crank them up. All right, who you guys got tonight? Have some fun. Who you guys got tonight?
Now, the starting lineup presented by Hunt Brothers Pizza.
Starting 38th, Greg Van Alst in the CB Fabricating Chevrolet. It's a Ford for Garrett Smithley as he rolls out 37th. 36th to Kyle Sieg, the reliable RV Ford. 35th to Logan Bearden in the
lots of juniors tonight.
Group Ford. 34th belongs to Shane Van Gisbergen, the WeatherTech Chevrolet. 33rd, Blaine Perkins, the Caliber Steel Ford. 32nd starter will be Josh Williams in the Alloy Employer Services Chevrolet. Rolling out 31st will be Leland Honeyman in the Ohio
Since they changed the network, there's nowhere to stream this. I know, right?
Key Heating and
Crazy.
Cooling Chevrolet, the Cliff Bowman Chevrolet of Brendan.
I'll figure it out by next week, I promise you.
28th, it's Austin Green, the three-dimensional.com Chevrolet. The Visual Park Company Chevrolet of Parker Retzlaff goes off 27th. 26th on the grid, Ryan Ellis, the Sweetwater Construction Corporation Chevrolet. Jeb Burton starts.
Glad we started early.
In the Fly Alliance State Water.
What's up, Rob? Good to see you.
The Rima Ford of Matt DiBenedetto is 24th. 23rd, Stephen Parsons. The True Shine Car Wash Chevrolet. The Rita's Ice Chevrolet for Josh Balicki is 22nd. On the 21st, Sammy Smith, the Pilot Flying J Chevrolet.
In row 10, starting 20th, Sam 19th to Joe Graff Jr., the Cover Seal Toyota. In 18th, you find Chad
Earnhardt 1-2, either one wins.
Petroleum Ford. 17th belongs to Austin Hill, the Bennett Transportation Chevrolet. 16th to Ryan Truex, the Toyota Genuine Parts Toyota. The 15th starter is Riley Herbst, the Monster Energy Ford.
Yeah, anybody can watch with rabbit ears, but if you're on a phone, you're not watching it.
Jacqueline Foundation Toyota. The 13th starter, Dale Earnhardt Jr. this year in the Hellman Chevrolet. 12 belongs to Ryan Sieg in the Syapps Ford. The 11th starter is Parker Kligerman in the Big Machine Spike Coolers Chevrolet.
Now the top 10 outside of row number 5 in the Wheeland Chevrolet, it's Jesse Love. To his inside, starting 9th, Kyle Weatherman in the Craven Flavor Chevrolet. The Menard Chevrolet of Brandon Jones is 8th. 7th, Jeremy Clements, the one-stop All-South Electric Chevrolet. Grass by Forever Lawn Toyota of Jeffrey Earnhardt.
I want to go Matt Benedetto. He's good here. Custer.
A.J. Allmendinger in the Barger Precast Chevrolet. Moving
You
up
got
to row
Custer
number
with
2,
Al Geyer as
on
your
the
dark
outside,
horse.
taking the green flag from 4th, it's Justin Allgaier in the Branch Chevrolet. To his inside, going off 3rd, Anthony Alfredo, the Dumpkin Spice Dude White Chevrolet. And now the front
fast
row on
pasta.
the outside, .com Ford, it's Cole Custer. And on the pole, Chandler Smith. It's the first time he's done it at Bristol, the second time in 2024, and the 5th career Xfinity
Okay, I'll try to
Series
bring it
pole
up.
position in the Mobile One Toyota. His speed 121.366 miles per hour.
And that's the starting lineup here at Bristol Motor Speedway for the Food City.
Presented by Hunt Brothers Pizza. At Hunt Brothers Pizza Racing, and we love pizza. Visit huntbrotherspizza.com to find your next pizza.
All right. Hope you guys are ready to have some fun. CeeLo, wouldn't it be awesome for a junior win? I would take that. Cars are rolling, y'all. Cars are rolling.
Doug, as you guys were reading the starting lineup, I was thinking it was just a few short weeks ago at Darlington when Chase Briscoe raced his way out of obscurity into the limelight and captured the regular season ending Southern 500 and earned a trip
to
the playoffs as a result. Well, I'm looking at the front 6 starting rows of this race. 5 of these guys could do the same thing. Long shots, perhaps, but doable. You better believe it here.
Is that better?
Alfredo rolls off 3rd. Jeremy Clements goes from the 7th spot. Right beside him is Brandon Jones. 1 spot behind is Kyle Weatherman. 12th is Ryan Sieg, who's the guy closest to get in on points. I don't think anybody's going to make a point. You're going to have to win. I'm on the roof, right in the middle of the backstretch. Perfect perspective to see the cars enter turn 1 and 2. 24 degrees of banking on the bottom, all the way to 20 degrees at the top. It's narrow. It's only 40 degrees wide from the apron all the wall. You'll see every bit of those 40 feet utilized. You'll see guys maybe trying the bottom.
Hitting that like button for us, trying to get to 200 likes.
Move up the lane middle, but they
Yes,
will
sir.
use every
Good
bit
deal.
of racetrack. When they exit turn number 2, the track levels
I know,
out
man.
somewhat, but we call
Luckily,
it a
we're here.
self-cleaning racetrack because it is banked. And if a guy gets in
Awesome.
trouble in the middle of the backstretch and you're on the bottom of the racetrack, he could slide down right in front of you. We're going to see action all night long as the cars at the end of that back straightaway, just about 650 feet of length. I'm going to hand the call back to Mark Garrow and Doug Rice.
Bristol Motor Speedway is a true oval. Everything that Rob Albright described about in the backstretch is the same for turns 3 and 4 and the front stretch. However, they may look the same. Both ends of the speedway do not race the same. The drivers will tell you that. Now, tonight, Stage 1 ends at lap 85, Stage 2 at lap 170, then 130 laps to the finish of the Food City 300, 159.9 miles to be exact. Pit road speed 30 miles per hour. The pace calculates under yellow.
Rookies
Pace car
like this,
driver tonight for NASCAR, Jason Brownlow. In the flag stand and waving the flags, Caden Kreutzer.
The view from the turns brought to you by State Water Heaters. When you need a water heater, make sure you get a State. Visit statewaterheaters.com to find a professional installer near you. Mark, I know we've talked about it a good bit. Nice crowd here tonight for a Friday night up against high school football. A lot of folks decided to come out. I can't help but think the
Dale
guy
Jr.'s in the
car. Dale Earnhardt Jr. probably sold him a few thousand extra tickets tonight.
He probably did that and would have sold a few thousand more if he had told them earlier, like he told us today. This is likely the last time he is one of NASCAR's top 3 series. He might do some late model racing, but this could be it for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Does not plan on doing any more after this race.
Let's get a quick pit road pick here from our pit reporters tonight. We'll start off with Heather DeBow.
Well, guys, I'm with the fans on this one. It may not be the guy who we think will win, but this is the guy who 47 laps, the number 88, that male missile of Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to go to victory lane tonight.
Wendy Venturini.
Well, that's a fantastic fan pick. But talk about a guy. How many times can he finish second?
CW on food? No, it's not.
It's
I
Sheldon
looked.
Creed. I feel like he's going
You
to
have a
get the
Roku,
victory
so
here
that's
at
good. Let's go
Bristol
fast
with
pasta.
a sword in hand.
He heard me in my vlog.
Daytona, he won at the Concrete Monster Mile, now the Concrete World's fastest half mile, Ryan Truex.
Now let's check in with Brett McMillan.
All right, 3 times the guy's finished in the top 5 here at Bristol. He's going to upset the playoff picture with a win tonight, Brandon Jones.
Well, that would do it if he could come out of nowhere and win this one tonight.
Brandon Jones is 132 points under the cut line. It's been a terrible season for him. 8 DNFs. You talk about somebody coming out of nowhere to make the playoff, kind of like a Harrison Burton deal at Daytona for the Cup Series. There's your man right there. Brandon Jones has had great equipment all year with Junior Motor. They have had a very poor season.
Yep, and right now the only way they make the playoffs is win here tonight. Don't think we can put enough infield is set for certain. Unless we get an upset winner, it's pretty much done.
What's up,
but Mark,
Purple?
there's always that option.
What's up, man?
You can have a
T-Man.
couple of the big dogs drop out of this race and open it up for one of the underdogs.
Well, like Chandler Smith's
That is
camera.
always a possibility. But, Doug, are we ever really surprised who wins at Bristol? It is so hard to win here. You have to be experienced. You have to have a great car. You got to be a little bit lucky. And usually that falls to the teams with experience and drivers who've been here
On
and
Fubu,
done
it's
that.
under Food City
Bristol
300.
tonight,
Where? What channel,
We have
Pop
three
Bottle?
stages, of course. The first one ends at lap 85. The second one at lap 170, and then we'll wrap it up at lap 300.
Boston's in
300 laps
P3.
make up the Food City 300. Thanks a lot for nice crowd on hand. A lot of excitement here as we wrap up the regular season, and it looks like the lights are a pace car. Once again, that front row is made up of Chandler Smith and Cole Custer.
Hello from
Either one of those
Pennsylvania. What's up,
guys
Scott?
easily
Good to see
capable
you.
of getting to victory lane.
Pop
Mark.
Bottles, what channel
Absolutely.
on Fubu?
Row 2, Anthony
Let us
Alfredo,
know.
Justin Allgaier. Row 3, A.J. Allmendinger, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Jeremy Clements, Brandon Jones, row 4, and in row 5,
All right,
Kyle
man, Lord
Weatherman,
Withrow.
Jesse Love, last time by at a slow pace in front of Rob Albright.
Boy, this field of thoroughbreds now just can't wait. They're chomping at the bit behind the bright Chevrolet ZL1 Camaro pace car. It leads them interminably slowly into turn number 3, but just a few seconds and it'll be racing here under the lights at Bristol Motor Speedway. Just a half mile of racetrack. So short, in fact.
All right,
that
y'all,
both
have some
straightaways
fun.
in their entirety
Be
are
nice
used
to
for
each
pit
other.
stalls, so it's gonna be a
Boogity,
lot of
boogity,
fun.
boogity. Let's
Action
go
will happen
racing,
on
boys
and off the
and
racetrack.
girls.
The pace car is in the pit area. The cars are in the restart zone.
Is out. Chandler Smith gets the jump. He'll lead the field to turn
And they're
number
so
1.
far behind.
Already up on the top side of the racetrack. Justin
MRN's so
Allgaier
far
takes
behind.
The
That's not
second
even
spot away from second starting.
They're
Cole
still in the
Custer in turn
backstretch.
3.
Down on the bottom, it's going
Hold
to
on
be
a second.
Chandler
Let me make
Smith,
sure we're
and he
not
is
lagging.
battling
Oh, that's why.
fiercely up front now with Allgaier.
Lord.
And Allgaier will come on and lead lap number 1.
Well, why
There we
not?
go.
He won here a year ago. Justin Allgaier will take the lead, but not so fast, says Chandler Smith. He'll fight back outside wall.
Go fast, Boston.
Custer is off the pace. He's trying to get to pit road. Can't do it. Car after
Oh,
car.
Custer, that's
is
not good.
Flying past Cole Custer. Custer now, the entire field down to the inside. NASCAR will give him a yellow flag, and that could save Cole Custer from going down a lap.
So
Oh,
Cole
my
Custer
goodness.
nicks the wall coming off of turn 2. About
And we're gonna do
midway
it.
down the
Lap 3
backstretch.
again,
Can't
caution.
see a lot of damage
Let's
on
see
that
it
car, but it was
in
enough
the
to
chat,
bring out
y'all.
the yellow. Let's check in
Dale
with Brad
Sr.
Gilbert.
Doug, they think
Dale
Cole
Jr. in
Custer
the
might
field,
have a
but we're
flat. Once
gonna
the caution
honor
came out,
Dale
they decided
Sr.
to go
right
ahead and
here.
stay out to make sure they don't go a lap
Threes
down.
in the
But I can
chat.
tell you the Stewart Haas Racing crew right now is up on the wall with 4. Put them on, but right now it looks like the right front is down.
Threes
and
in the
they're gonna
chat,
keep them out
y'all.
as
We
long
honor
as they
Dale
can
Sr.
in the hopes of not losing a lap.
So the man who started
Threes.
outside pole in the second position, 2 laps into this race, is now being scored next to last in 37th. And the only reason he's not last is Stephen Parsons is still
Threes.
waiting.
Fill this chat with threes.
Mark, we talked about this a lot in the pre-race show. Things can happen fast here at Bristol
y'all.
Motor
You see those
Speedway.
threes?
And here, just on lap 1, literally, lap 2, Custer gets up there enough to slow his car down, enough to bring out the yellow.
From the
Threes.
outside pole, loses 35 positions all the way back to 37th. On the plus
you,
side,
guys.
Doug,
On
I
lap
think
3.
NASCAR gave him maybe an early Christmas present with that yellow flag. He was finally able to get clear of traffic, was moving down to get onto pit lane. If you pit under green here, you're going to go 2 down.
At least. So, yeah, you're right, Mark. He got a little bit of a reprieve. If he doesn't, he might be more than 2 laps down because he'd already fallen almost all the way to the back.
Dale Jr. is on pit road. This has to be
Oh,
on
no,
schedule.
Dale Jr.?
Not as we'll try to get the update for you here in just a moment as he brings that Junior Motorsports number 88 down on the front straightaway. Let's go now to Brett McMillan.
I think Junior's having radio problems. He can't hear, and he's now screaming that they can't hear each other. And he's now said, I can't hear anything. So he has come to a stop in his pit stall. They're reaching
Dale
inside
Jr.
there. They're trying to
radio
work the
problems.
radio. That's what they're having is radio issues. They say, I can hear you now. So he's getting some earplugs now. So they're trying to fix Junior's radio issues. That's why he's come down pit road.
So what a tough break there for the fan favorite tonight.
So they've got to get his window net up and connected. Is coming down to the stripe, but Junior is going to get away in time. Will not go down a lap here under yellow.
So we got two of the biggies in the back of the pack here early on with Cole Custer. He came in and got his 00 service, and then Dale Earnhardt Jr. has communication problems, and that's going to relegate him to the back of the pack. And here at Bristol, you can have somebody get out and be the rabbit. And, Mark, they can put a lot of people down a lap very early on.
Yeah, Junior's going to have to be very aggressive because with Allgaier out there
Keep hitting that like button for us,
in the
guys.
lead pack, he'll set a blistering
hitting that
pace.
like
He'll
button
be
for
on
us.
top of the back of the field and beginning to put cars down a lap in no time at all. So Junior's going to have to make some progress as quickly as he can. I think this just adds to the movie, right? Goes to the back. Drives Hollywood going on right now.
You just think they're building drama.
Yes,
doing?
we're just
all right.
dripping with drama right now.
Well, it's going to be Cole Custer and Dale Jr. at the back of the pack, and they apparently got Dale Jr. for speeding, and he was on the next to the last pit stop. Actually, he's the last pit stop here on the front stretch because they wrap all the way around. So not sure how that happens. Let's go back down to pit road and check in with Wendy Venturini.
Well, short laps so far, but I'll tell you, we do have a lot of action down here. It's mostly with the pace car.
Bro, what is happening? I don't know. Cole Custer and Dale Jr. both.
Right as the caution came
Messing
out,
up.
which is Jason Brownlow has been doing it for years. His goal is to beat the leader out. It was Justin Allgaier. He took out of here, burned rubber, left rubber right here where I'm standing, trying to beat Justin Allgaier. Allgaier had just passed him. So some excitement here on pit road with a pace split second to react and get in front of the field.
They would hear about the Justin Haley, Corey LaJoie trade. Yep.
Also want to note down here what I see. Hey, Harrison Burton on the AM Racing
hit that like button
for
us.
number 15.
And
that
subscribe
announcement
into the
just
channel,
came this
y'all.
week. Next year in the Xfinity Series for AM Racing, he is spending his Friday night atop their pit box.
We're going to go back green in one lap at lap number 9. Allgaier chooses the outside of row 1 to his inside, Chandler Smith. The rest of our top 10, Anthony
What's up, Taj?
Alfredo
Good to
now
see ya.
3rd, Jeffrey Earnhardt 4th, A.J. Allmendinger 5th, then Brandon Jones 6th, 7th, Jeremy Clements, Ryan Sieg 8th, 9th, Jesse Love, Sheldon Creed.
Let's go.
And 11th will be Kyle Weatherman.
10 more to back to
21-6.
21-6.
13th, 14th, Ryan Herbst, Austin Hill, 15th, 16th to Chad Fisham. Joe Graff Jr., 17th, 18th.
It's like a minute behind for me.
Matt DiBenedetto.
Yeah.
Sammy Smith will ride 20th in the first few laps of this race under the yellow. There will be 77 laps to go here in stage 1 when they come back to the stripe.
So the pace car now, hard left on pit lane. Allgaier will lead them into the Geico restart zone to his inside, Chandler Smith. Green Allgaier is gone. He leads the pack again in turn 1.
Big jump for Justin Allgaier.
And the radio's going to be a little behind ahead of the radio or the camera.
Pursued by Jeffrey Earnhardt.
All right, up front, it's Allgaier. He's getting some heat, though. This could get interesting. Chandler Smith peeks to the inside. Alfredo is 2 car lengths back, followed by Jeffrey Earnhardt.
Here, disaster 4 cars back. Brandon Jones got into the back of A.J. Allmendinger. Everybody gets away unscathed, and the leaders are almost side-by-side entry.
Good side-by-side battle. Jesse
Look,
Love
Brandon
owns,
Jones,
and they've got
Dinger.
a big pack of cars behind them as they work their way back to 2.
Ahead of them, Chandler Smith, who gave up the lead. Justin Allgaier gives it in plenty of racing room. Will utilize that to get to the left rear quarter
let's
panel
go.
of Allgaier's machine.
So here is Smith again looking low as they exit turn 4 again. Allgaier
Trying to get to
muscles up on the
200 likes.
outside
Help
to
us
keep
get
the
to
lead.
200 likes.
Meanwhile, a good battle back there with Jeremy Clements and Kyle Weatherman.
All of those guys want to earn their way into the championship playoffs by winning here tonight as the leaders dance into turn 4.
Stephen Parsons will start the race with a 13-lap deficit, but he will enter the fray here next lap. Leaders are back in 1.
And behind that lead battle between Allgaier and Chandler Smith, who would have believed that it would be the 2 machines that are right behind them, and Anthony Alfredo and Jeffrey Earnhardt.
So now we
You're watching 3
document
feeds
Cole
at once?
Custer coming from the back. He's picked up 6 positions. Meanwhile, Dale Earnhardt back in 33rd, leaders in turn 2.
leading this thing.
Junior working the low side of the racetrack, so is Cole Custer in heavy traffic.
Cole Custer right now trying to fight his way back from an early race problem. Got a nice battle for third. Anthony Alfredo, Jeffrey Earnhardt right in his tire tracks, a half car length back.
And they're about a half dozen car lengths back.
Like Ryan Truex or Ryan C.
Between Allgaier and Chandler Smith as they continue to battle in 3.
Ryan Truex now has cracked the top 10, and he now whistles by Ryan. His sights up ahead on the number 18 car. That is Sheldon Creed.
Truex disappointed with his position. Now he's in the top 10, about 8 car lengths back of teammate Creed.
Let's give you a pick of the top 10. It's Allgaier, Chandler Smith, Anthony Alfredo.
Jesse
Love there.
His way up into the top 10. He's now up to the 6th spot.
I've been watching that
Brandon Jones trying to go around him.
Brandon Jones. And Mark, he seems to be consistently the one guy, I guess it's by choice, that likes to go to the high side.
Keep hitting that like button,
now,
trying to
Doug,
get to
he's
300
holding on to
likes
the 7th,
now.
But he's
300
got a
likes.
big fight with Jeremy Clements and Sheldon Creed. He is able to hold them off from the outside, driving to his inside now in turn 3. Looks like Creed trying to make it 3 wide, drive down the middle. Jones barely able to hold on to that spot.
Great race, a couple of turns behind the race for the lead, which is settled down at the moment to the inside line. Off of turn 2, here comes Clements trying to take that spot away from Brandon Jones.
Jeremy Clements, a 2-time winner on the Xfinity
I like Clements'
circuit, holds it
paint
down
jobs.
on the
They're always
bottom.
good.
Pete Jones putting on a nice show. Justin Allgaier.
At Hunt Brothers Pizza, you can choose from 10 toppings at no extra charge. In a hurry, call.
Hope everybody's doing well tonight. My name is CeeLo. Let's crank it up. Goated for the stretch. Go fast, pasta. Go fast, pasta. Crank it up. You're welcome. Appreciate it. Hit that like button for us. Trying to get to 300 likes. 300 likes.
Custer now up position since the restart. Tire after Custer now as we take a look at Custer now as 20th. Dale Earnhardt Jr. 20th, 9 after this restart. Junior so far still stuck in heavy traffic.
Thank you, Joe, for subscribing. Appreciate it.
If you've got communication problems, that is such a big issue out there for Junior. If he's having to do without being coached along, that can be really tough. Let's check in with Brett McMillan.
Yeah, Doug, it seems like the communication problems that Junior's having is more with the crew in the pits than it is with his spotter.
You're welcome, CLB. Thank you, Joe, for subscribing. Appreciate it.
And then, so that's what they've done is they've come and they've brought another helmet in. They've got
Thank you, Tom. I'm trying. We had a horrible start, but we're great.
It is not easy to do that once a driver has been strapped in the car. Watching Cole Custer, he continues to muscle his way back to the front, just rode around Matt DiBenedetto, moving up to the 18th position.
Watching right now, race leader Justin, he is starting to get into some lap traffic here, and he's been picking off about a car a lap here. He is really quick and starting to put a lot of the field down early on here, but you'll see this at Bristol. You get these long green flag runs, and you get a rabbit out there, and they can put a lot of people back a lap early on. Here comes Allgaier right now, and he's getting ready, it looks like, Rob, to get around Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yeah, obviously Shane Van Gisbergen, limited experience on a high bank short track like this, and he's about to go a lap down. Allgaier will look to the inside. Outside goes Allgaier.
Now SVG qualified 34th.
Let's go. Come on.
First appearance at Bristol Motor Speedway, about to get lapped. Just 41 laps into this race. So
thank you, Eric. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Smitty.
And right now, Doug, it's a two-car breakaway in Chandler Smith. They're 2.7 seconds up on Anthony Alfredo. Jesse Love just moved by Jeffrey Earnhardt to move into fourth, but he's 3.5 seconds back. That doesn't sound like much, but here at Bristol, that is a whole bunch.
Almost a half a distance of the racetrack back from the leader right now. As you said, Mark, doesn't equate out to a lot on the stopwatch, but in reality, it's a great deal. Rob, Allgaier's getting ready to lap a few more.
He is, and in this process, he stretches advantage over Chandler Smith. Now into the back straightaway.
So if you just joined us, we're just underway in the Food City 300 for the Xfinity Series. It is their regular season finale. Allgaier with a 43-point lead over Carl Custer coming in, trying to win the regular season champion for the second year in a row. Currently leading this race. He is led from the drop of the green
we're having a hard time with
he
the CW as well, but we'll figure it out next week, I promise
on the opening lap coming out of turn, look back. So Allgaier, who has won here twice before,
these commercials out of the way.
A three-peat here in Thunder Valley.
Two biggest stories so far. Cole Custer, who was started up front, now 17th, got into the wall, not a lot of damage. And so far on this particular run, he has picked up 20 spots. Sam Mayer was penalized for an unqualified adjustment. He has picked up 12, and Dale Earnhardt Jr., who had the problems with his radio, had to make an unscheduled pit stop.
Jeff Burton right here.
11 since the restart. So those are three drivers that have had problems early on. And for the most part,
CW failed on the Roku. Oh, man.
A lot of that damage. We talked Junior's car smoking.
What happened to Dale Jr.? Had a radio problem.
On pit road. They've got to adjust that.
Chandler Smith, Doug, trying to end the regular season kind of the way he started. He had 2 wins, Phoenix and Richmond, a runner-up at Atlanta, along with 6 top 5 and 7 top 10s in his opening 7 races, but he's had only 8 top 10s in the last 18, including the last 4 races where he was 2nd at Daytona, 8th at Darlington, 4th at both Atlanta and Watkins Glen. So Chandler Smith went into a bit of a slump, but this day, Doug, to make his way into the playoff on a high note with a strong run tonight here at Bristol.
Justin Allgaier being scored the race leader. This is his 24th race here at Bristol Motor Speedway. That's a lot of laps. He scored 2 wins, and his average finish is right around 11th, Mark. That's a pretty good number for this place. Let's check in now with Wendy Venturini.
Well, Doug, I want to tell you about Jeffrey Earnhardt. He's sitting up to the 5th spot. Great night so far at Bristol. Of course, short so far, only 51 laps in.
Trouble down the back straightaway. A car into the outside wall. It's the machine of Austin Green, son of David Green, a Xfinity Series veteran. Parker Retzlaff, a big
Everybody watching him, watch on NASCAR.com.
Tire let go, and into the outside wall he went. It's pretty amazing.
Day one Panthers fan, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it.
Austin Green, who had a
Austin
really nice
Green in the wall
this year in very limited performances, and we're looking at Justin Allgaier's car and the rear bumper cover
trying
on
to get
the
the
race
300
leader.
likes.
So problems
300 likes. Help us get the 300 likes. We're almost to 900 here.
You can see the roll cage now, and we'll get a look at the replay and see what the problems were for the number 7 of Justin Allgaier.
He was trying to get woed up, Doug, and Austin Green came across the racetrack and nicked that back bumper, and that's what caused the damage as Green bounced off the wall. He got into Allgaier a little bit, but Retzlaff really
that like
pounded
button
the
for us.
inside wall pretty hard.
But
And
CW5 that nobody can find.
Retzlaff gets a chance to restart this race.
Glad you're
He's
back too.
already had 8
Y'all missed
DNFs
y'all.
in
Lone
this
Wolf.
20.
This NASCAR playoffs, if you like things spicy, Toyota Racing is looking for you.
Appreciate everybody being here. Thanks so much for hanging out. Let's listen in here. Oh, I can't listen in there. Plus
On
the
racing's biggest stage. Water, please.
The helicopter is not really doing too much. Oh, look at Allgaier. He's got his back end back open. That's not good for the leader. Wonder what happened. Oh my goodness. The leader. The leader with some issues. 32 bounced off the wall and clipped the 7. Thank you for that, because I don't get to see the replays. I'm not watching the live camera. But thank you guys for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Hit that subscribe. Hit that like button for us. My name is CeeLo. We do all the races, y'all. We're not a fly-by-night. Swear I'm watching the race with a TV on a regular old antenna. There you go, Black Sheep. Why isn't Zilich in the race? I'm not sure. All right, we're back on PRN.
That children are hungry.
Our time on this planet is short.
But thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. My name is CeeLo. Let's see if we can get some more folks in here and blow this out of the water tonight. Thank you guys. It's on the CW. You guys can watch it if you can. I know a lot of people have had issues, but I'm going to work on this week, and we're going to have it running next Saturday. I promise you. I will try to my best to figure it out, but we'll have it somehow with the regular CW broadcast right here on our channel. So right now we're going to do MRN tonight and have some fun with it. You do have the cameras. We have 3 cameras we're watching. We're watching the aerial cam, it's not doing too money, and then you got this one, and then we have our in-car camera. And I can't show Junior, but I can show Chandler Smith. So Chandler Smith in P2. Well, look at that. And you get a good shot of Allgaier's bumper coming off here. Not good for Allgaier. On yet. No MRN yet.
Welcome back to Bristol Motor Speedway. Doug Rice, Mark Garrow in the booth. On the other side, calling the turns in the backstretch, Rob Albright. On pit road, Heather DeBoe, Brett McMillan, Brad Gilley. And now let's check in with Wendy Venturini.
All right, Jeffrey Earnhardt, good day. Good evening so far here in Bristol. 56 laps in, has raced his way up to the 5th. He's going to stay out this time. Top of turns 3 and 4 feel really good to Jeffrey, but 1 and 2 is where he's a little bit tight. They're going to wait till the end of the stage before they bring him in. But one thing to note, Doug, you're a dog lover. Cesar Millan is on the race car with this K9 Grass.
Hit that like button,
Jeffrey
y'all.
Earnhart. I spoke to him
Trying to get to
pre-race.
300
He's here
likes.
on pit road tonight, taking in the sights and sounds
Almost
of
at 300,
NASCAR.
we'll go to
And I think
400.
by the end, they have me convinced to put this K9 Grass in my backyard, Doug.
All right. I'm all about the K9 grass.
What is K9 grass?
I think it's grass that is friendly to have dogs play around on.
Okay.
Whatever
Did I
kind of
see the
wildlife you
gold
want in your backyard.
Shohei Ohtani bobblehead? I did not
thing
see
there.
that, Black
Okay.
Sheep. That's
Didn't
cool.
have to go there. Really didn't. All right, they're putting down a lot of speedy dry out in turns 3 and 4 right now. This is going to be a lengthy cleanup. I mean, they They've emptied
On
the
NASCAR.com,
supply
YouTube
of speedy
posting,
dry
come here
down
to
on the
watch.
inside of the front stretch and in turns 3 and 4 at Speedway. And we're still watching Justin Allgaier. He's whipping that car around.
Welcome
a great
back
deal.
home,
Mark, I
Tony.
can
Thank
only
you, Tony.
speculate
Thank you so
that
much,
he's trying
man.
to wag off that.
We're trying to
bumper
get some more
cover on
folks
the
in
back,
here.
but
We
the last time he did
being
it,
off 2
the
weeks, we
cover
kind of
came
lost
back and
the
kinda slapped
algorithm
shut
there,
like
so
a
we need to
door on a car.
get
If
some
it
more
would
folks in
fall
here.
off, it would be a great advantage. It really would. Let's go to Brett McMillan.
All right, Dale Earnhardt Jr. decided to go ahead and come in. The window net is already down. His crew chief, Andrew Overstreet, said, when you get here, we're going to give you 4 tires and a helmet. And that's what they're doing.
New helmet
They're
for
swapping out
Junior.
the helmet right now. The helmet, he was having basically a short in the helmet that he had on, and he could not hear Andrew Overstreet, as we talked about before.
Commercial,
So
come
they're
on,
swapping
dude.
out the helmet. They're also giving him a adjustment on the left side, and so they'll swap out the helmet and get Dale Jr. back out there. He went ahead and came in when the pits were closed. Knows he's going to have to restart at the back end of the line. Meanwhile, Justin Allgaier, you guys talked about, he's going back and forth. Their plan right now is to make 2 pit stops. The first one to change the tires, then the second cut off that rear bumper that is flapping in the breeze. So that's the plan once he is able to come in, once the pits open for Justin Allgaier.
Watching the in-car camera with Dale Jr. trying to swap out that helmet again for a driver who's strapped in a race car. That said than done. It was kind of frantic there for a while, trying to get earplugs in and then get the helmet on.
That's the word I was going to use, Mark. Let's check in with Heather DeBow.
And one of the drivers pitting on my side is Brandon Jones. Now,
I
remember,
appreciate
he's
it, Tony.
in a must-win situation, currently running in that 8th position. He said he's 3 numbers tight to fire off, and late in the corner, he's losing real lateral grip. So what he needs right now is to be able to turn better. That's the adjustments they're going to go to work for on Brandon Jones. Wendy Venturini.
It is a quiet end of pit road where I'm located right now in turn 3. AJ Allmendinger was going to come in. Sam's to
All of
come
them.
in. It's going to be 4
All
tires
cams are
and
hitting it.
Sunoco fuel for Sam Mayer. Also, I'll give an update on AJ Allmendinger. It is a quad 3. AJ Allmendinger 3. AJ Allmendinger to come in. Sam to come in. Sam's to come in.
What he's doing now, he slides his junior. Going to be a routine 4 tire change, like a lot of other cars in my section. Sammy Smith says he's just a little bit loose. They're going to top him off with Sunoco race fuel. Brett McMillan.
All right, Justin Allgaier has come in, and they're going to go ahead and do it all in one pit stop. They had some problems on the left front tire. One of the lug nuts dropped off, so they had to pick it up and put it back on. So they're going to go ahead and cut off the rear bumper lid there. They have got it cut off. They're torn it off. They're going to go and put some tape on there to try to smooth things out just a little bit. They're taking care of that now in one fell pit stop for Justin Allgaier. Wendy Venturini.
Now, some interesting strategies because AJ Allmendinger running in 6th was supposed to come down pit road. Alex Yuntz called him off and decided to keep him out at the last second. And he has no rear grip right now. That is his biggest struggle. He runs the bottom and it shakes
helmet. Yeah,
the car.
his radio
AJ
wasn't
said
working.
He hated the car in practice. Alex told me, the crew chief Alex Yuntz, told me they changed everything to qualifying and AJ was feeling better. But here we are in the race and AJ still feels terrible about his race car. I know the changes that they'll take when they do come down pit road next time.
So, without a back bumper cover, Justin Allgaier's car
Thank you guys so much for being here.
is pretty ugly right now.
Normally we have the broadcast for you, but the
Usually
CW is
when
not
that
working
piece
tonight for us.
disappears, your car picks up speed because, again, all that air from underneath the car gets out of there a lot quicker.
Bobby Allison won a Daytona 500.
Chandler
that way.
Smith, fast pasta in
Back, there are going
P2.
to be some big names when we restart this race. They will start in about the 30th spot because there are
See
some
if we go to
cars a lap
400
down.
likes now.
Justin
400
Allgaier was
likes.
having to make that pit stop
See if
coming
we get
in. He has
1,000
fresh
folks in here.
tires, so he should take off. Dale Earnhardt Jr. also has fresh tires, and apparently they have gotten his communication problems worked out. But both of those cars are going to be way in the back. When we finally get back down to our restart, we've completed 62 of 300 laps. And they may have to blow the track one more time, Mark. That was a lot of speedy drives.
Luckily for them, Doug, it was all down on the bottom of the racetrack and mostly on the apron in turns 3 and 4. And so certainly that is good news for the drivers.
Harrison Burton
with a
returning
lot
to
of
Xfinity
that
next year?
not
Maybe.
going
We'll
onto
see,
the
Brian.
racetrack, being blown to the inside.
I think hit that
of course,
subscribe button. We're
very
trying to get to
helpful as
21,700
well.
tonight.
So right
Let's see if
now
we can
we're
get there.
seeing that Shane
Hit that
Van
subscribe if
Gisbergen
you're new
is
to
being
us.
scored 27th of the first car, one lap down.
It's
Let's
he doesn't
give you a
get points. points because he doesn't run the whole
into
race.
The Food City 300. Lap 85 will end stage number
Vegas,
1.
10
Chandler
gifted
Smith
memberships.
is
Thank
now
you,
your
Gabe.
leader.
Vegas.
Anthony Alfredo second. Jesse Earnhardt is fourth. Findinger. Sixth is Sheldon Creed. Seventh is Ryan Truex. Eighth is Riley Herbst. Ninth is Jeremy Clements with Austin Hill 10th.
Kyle Weatherman is 11th. 12th is Parker Kligerman. Joe Graff
Thank
Jr.
you,
is
Vegas.
13th.
You're awesome.
Cole Custer 14th. 15th.
So fast,
Brendan
Pasta.
Poole. Josh Williams is 16th. 17th, Brandon Jones. Ryan Sieg 18th. 19th, Belustus Sammy Smith. Sam Mayer is 20th.
So, and now we're seeing things shuffle here just a bit as cars go by. Let's get an update from McMillan. We'll come back here in a moment and get a full field rundown. Go ahead, Brett.
Yeah, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is still having the communication problems. Not as bad as it was, but he's still having to give him a wire harness to try to loop the wires all together to try to hold them in place better so that he can hear his crew chief, Andy Overstreet, better. So they're working on that now. Now they're putting the window net back in. Of course, he was going to have to start at the rear of the longest line anyway. Got the window net back up, and he heads back out.
It's a ragged-looking restart, Mark. Their cars bunt 3 wide on the backstretch, and they turned the pace lights back on. I didn't think NASCAR was going to let them go miss. All right, now let's give you a full field here as much as we can. Leader, Chandler Smith. Anthony Alfredo, second. Jesse Love, third. Fourth, Jeffrey Earnhardt. Allmendinger is fifth. Sixth is Sheldon Creed. Ryan Truex is seventh. Riley Herbst, eighth. Jeremy Clements, ninth. And Austin Hill is 10th.
So right now we have Kyle Weatherman listed in the 11th position, Parker Kligerman 13th, Joe Graff Jr. in that JGR Toyota, Brendan Poole 14th, 15th Cole Custer, Brandon Jones 16th,
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, John,
Williams,
for subscribing. Appreciate you.
Sammy Smith,
Vegas says
Ryan
CeeLo
Sieg,
back from
and Sam
vacation
Mayer,
gets to watch
20th.
Junebug racing. That's right. Thank you guys so much. Keep hitting that like button for us.
23rd, Matt Benedetto. Justin Allgaier is 24th. Kyle Sieg,
Trying to go to
25th.
400
Dale
likes.
Earnholt Jr. is 26th. Last car on the lead lap.
Yeah, I
the
hope
rest
so.
of the top 30. These are all one lap down. Shane Van Gisbergen, Ryan Ellis, Chad
Fast
Fincham,
Pasta.
and Blaine Perkins. Top 30 as we're ready to restart here. It will be lap 65 when they come back to the stripe.
That means
That's
20
that
laps
5
to go
for the
in
Fast
stage
Pasta.
number
That's
1
right.
of the Food City 300 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Green flag leads them through the Geico restart zone.
Here we go. Bucket it, bucket it, bucket it. Let's go racing, boys.
Opens up the outside lane for Jesse Love to wrestle second place away from Anthony Alfredo, and he'll get that done in the backstretch.
They're 3 wide at about the 10th position.
Oh my gosh, look at
A couple of
that.
Different cars have to get around the outside. One of those is going to be Cole Custer. He's had a problem all night.
He was on the outside of 3 wide with Joe Graff Jr. and Ryan Truex in turns 1 and 2, but he comes out on the better
Thank you
end
so
of
much
the
for
stick.
subscribing,
Custer now
John.
trying to take over the 8th spot from Kyle Weatherman, blows around the outside.
You're welcome, Laura.
Now we'll set his sights on Jeffrey Earnhardt.
You'd think he was a man possessed in that race car, as aggressive as he is on it. He wants some stage points in turn 3.
Racing back to the start-finish line is still going to be Chandler Smith, your leader. And for once, we've got somebody out front by themselves, Rob.
Yeah, he's got about 5.5 car length lead over
Lone Wolf,
Jesse Love. About
$10.
3 more about
Thank you, Lone Wolf.
AJ
Thank
Allmendinger
you.
is side by side where Sheldon Creed will
Keep
take
hitting
a
that
spot
like
over
button for us.
Alfredo.
Trying to get to 400
Justin
likes.
Allgaier charging through the field, 22nd, but in heavy, heavy traffic as, again, the leaders work in turn 2.
This isn't really fair. I've only got 2 eyes. What do I watch? There's action all over this racetrack. Off turn number 2, Allgaier in the middle of a hornet's nest.
Allgaier there with that rear bumper cover ripped off of his Chevrolet, trying to fight his way back
Junior
toward
got into
the
Honeyman.
front.
Honeyman
He's going
saved
to run
it.
up on Sam Mayer here in about a
Look
lap.
at Custer.
Of course, when we have our stage 1 break, this will cycle around to his advantage. He's off at turn number 2.
Junebug
so what
on
we
the
do
lead
know is
lap.
This car suffered no damage in terms of speed.
Here's Cole Custer now, charging to the inside of Jeffrey Earnhardt for 7th place as Custer's trying to pick up stage point. Justin Allgaier.
It would appear to be a battle that won't last right into turn number 3. Cole Custer gets a little bit of an advantage, but Jeffrey Earnhardt runs back hard on the at the top side.
Cole Custer has a good car, but he has had bad problems throughout the night. Meanwhile, back up front, we're starting to get a guy that's establishing himself really well in Chandler Smith, about a 15 car length lead over Jesse.
He said not
Love
having a bumper is advantage.
Third
Oh.
place running Allmendinger.
Allmendinger will go
Custer's
to the very
coming.
top during the break about a car that is not
Keep hitting that
handling
like
very
button,
well.
trying to get to
He's about
400
5 car
likes.
lengths back of Jesse Jesse Love, who
Subscribe,
was
y'all.
After starting 14th, Sheldon Creed just eased his way by Anthony Alfredo. He's now 4th and trying to chase down.
Watching Creed make his way toward the front. I'll tell you, he has been as smooth as a stick of butter. He is just picking them off, not taxing himself or his race car at all.
We got about the top 20 cars now running single. Just wants to
Jeffrey's
live and
Dale,
let live and
Daale's
get to that
grandson
stage
and
break
Junebug's
after having
nephew.
A couple of big
Watch him wreck 'em.
crashes here. The biggest one involved Justin Allgaier, but Mark, ironically enough, even though the car looked like it took a lot of damage,
no, he's not, Bo.
still
This is
seems
the
to be
Xfinity race.
Up to speed.
Again, if drivers had a preference, no back bumper cover, they take it every time. Here's Allgaier now.
Chandler Smith is stretching the advantage over Jesse Love to about 15 car lengths.
Also seeing a good battle here for third right now as Sheldon Creed dives under Allmendinger.
Creed will work the low side. A.J. Allmendinger up on the top. Still nursing an ill-handling race car, but they run side by side through 3 and 4.
Again, Creed
Thanks for
started
subscribing.
in the 14th position, now trying to fight for third with 7 to go in stage 1.
Oh, it's okay, buddy.
Put either car in jeopardy.
It's all right, man.
On for now.
Documenting Dale Earnhardt Jr. rallying back from the back of the pack. He was able to get around a couple of different cars. He's picked up 3 spots here in the restart as he had to start into the back.
Allgaier
due to 3 different penalties for coming in on pit road while it was closed.
You know, I have to believe
Allgaier at P19 there.
He has a very decent
Allgaier
race car
P19.
He can put it anywhere he wants. Now he's worked his way around Brennan Poole and will go to work this time on Josh Malicki's machine.
Now just watched a big slide job from Sheldon Creed in turn 4. Went up to the outside wall and then using the crossover, Allmendinger got back around, allowed Anthony Alfredo to join that battle with to go in stage number 1.
Can I take it back when I said that Sheldon
Come
Creed
on,
is
Fast
very
Pasta.
smooth
We need
and
you,
just
baby.
letting things materialize. Once again, he gets to the inside of AJ.
Sheldon Creed trying to move up another spot here and get up to third this time. He moves AJ up the racetrack ever so slightly. Anthony Alfredo watching it all unfold in front of him.
Well, Alfredo was ahead of these cars before they bypassed him. Now he's right on the back bumper once again. Slight lead for Creed in turn 3.
So now we have just 2 laps to go in stage number 1. The
Cobra.
big battle, Sheldon Creed.
Now
Now fighting with AJ
Can't believe I
Allmendinger.
just said
Creed
that.
gets by into third.
In turn 4 to Creed.
So here's Chandler Smith powering
I
out
talk to
turn
everybody,
number
man.
4. He is
I
going
try to talk to every
win
single buddy.
stage 1 in the Food City 300. Stage Creed 3rd. AJ Allmendinger 4th. Anthony Alfredo 5th, 6th, fights his way back to finish 7th. Also
You're
scoring
welcome to
stage
Justin.
points here in stage number 1. Jeffrey Earnhardt 8th, 9th Ryan Truex, and Joe Graff Jr. in 10th.
Hey, airline travelers, let's say you have a problem and you need to change existing airline reservation. What do? Well, Skywatch is a free service that can help anyone with any airline reservation fix it. Whether you want to...
All right. So, end of the stage. And we'll see what happens here with pit stops. And leave to Earnhardt to fix something a crew member's having trouble with. Exactly. Thank you, Anthony, for subscribing as well. Hit that like button for us, trying to get to 400 likes. Stage 1, won by Chandler Smith. Stage 1, won by Chandler Smith. We appreciate every single one of y'all hanging out here tonight on the Go at CeeLo. We bring you all the races. We do the qualifying, the practices, the truck races, the Xfinity races, the Cup races. We do it all. So make sure you're right here on our channel. Nowhere else. We're going to provide you the best NASCAR coverage on the Go at CeeLo right here. So thank you guys so much for being here. Let's go. See what happens here.
Racing Network.
We saw a lot of chaos in the closing laps of the race. So
I can't see the TV, so I don't know.
And people just using each other up. I think it's needed. It was needed at all the road courses.
While I don't think it's going to be a home run, I think that it'll be in the right direction.
So many opportunities to either be really good or make mistakes, and they can start adding up.
Why do I get a feeling that Junior knew to trick
news
to
without
get
a
forward?
restrictor plate? It's PRN's Garage
Junior
Pass.
is borrowing
For the
Chase Elliott's full cup
near
crew
you,
tonight.
check us
Nice.
out at Go.
Hi, this is PRN's
Yeah,
David
AJ's already
Stiles.
locked in the
Join
playoffs.
me each week when I head
Yeah,
over
I
to
haven't got
JC's
to do that yet.
Garage to talk NASCAR.
As
as of right now, if I were to name my top 5, I could tell you Chase Elliott wouldn't be in that top 5 with this next-gen car. He has a lot to prove on the road courses with this next-gen car, but I still don't think there's a real out-front leader.
Do the emojis now,
Has
y'all.
been outstanding.
That's JC's Garage, wherever you find.
Riley Herbst. Where's Riley Herbst at? He's been kind of quiet. He's in 14th. It's Bristol, baby.
Stage 1 caution break ongoing right now here at Bristol Motor Speedway. They will open up pit lane. There's 4 or 5 cars, I think, that would elect to stay out that may stop 60 or 61. Everybody else, I think, will come in and get a drink.
The 2 main ones there, Justin Allgaier, Dale Jr., I don't think they'll come on pit road, but your leader, your winner of stage 1, Chandler Smith, comes to pit lane. Let's go to Heather DeBuck.
My end is Joe Graff Jr. He's in 19th, currently in 10th. Reporting to the team that the car is pretty good, just a little free on entry, and he feels he's still a little snug in the center, so they're going to go to work on some adjustments for that, some water off, and 4 Goodyear tires. Wendy Venturini.
Sheldon Creed was 14th and has moved
We go
up
watch
to
the pit stop
third.
here
He
for
feels
Chandler
they're
Smith.
on
He's in
runs,
the
4
front
tires
stall
fuel.
on the other end.
No adjustments for him. AJ Allmendinger in for 4 tires Sunoco fuel. He has been wheel hopping and terrible for his machine, Brad Gilly.
Here's your stage 1 winner, Chandler Smith, 4 tires and fuel. He's going to get a drop on the track bar. His car's a little bit too free. On the opposite side of that, in stage 1, Anthony Alfredo. His car's way too tight. 4 tires,
fast
chassis
pasta.
adjustments, 2 cans of Sunoco fuel. Brett McMillan.
Jesse Love comes in. He said he wanted up for the long run. They gave him a track bar adjustment, 4 tire change. Also in Austin Hill, he got a 4 tire change, air pressure adjustment. Love stop, 15-second flag.
And they've raced off pit road. How did that turn of the teams that decided to pit?
Well, it looks like Sheldon Creed will lead them. Jesse Love, a 15.5
Love.
second stop, has dropped Chandler Smith back to third. Then it's Ryan Truex, Cole Custer,
Speedy
AJ Allmendinger,
Fettuccine.
and
Yeah, I
Joe
like that
Graff
one too.
Jr.
That's good.
We'll take a break and be back with the start of stage 2.
Progressive presents.
All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. My name is CeeLo. If you are new to us, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get to 22,000 subscribers this weekend. 21,648 is where we stand. So if you would like to subscribe to our channel, we would love for you to be here. We're going to be doing all the races for the rest of the year. So make sure you're hitting our like button, hitting the subscribe button, and having fun. This is a fan-friendly, interactive chat. You guys can cheer on your drivers. I'll try to talk to every single one of you guys and have a good time. So if you'd like to support the channel, you can become a member. We have cool emojis, and I'm going to be bringing those up here in just a second. And we'll have those for you. And if you want a super chat, we've had a nice super chat already by Lone Wolf of $10. We've had a lot of people subscribe already so far. And we thank you so much for being here today on The Go at CeeLo. We thank ya.
Go to help your vehicle.
Still a commercial. Thank you for the subscribes. Keep hitting that subscribe
Speedway
button,
about
y'all.
to wrap up the stage 1 break. You're listening to PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
They like to take a lot of commercials just like NBC does and Fox. But next week, I promise you, we will have some type of CW on our channel. I'm going to work on it this week. So I promise we'll get it going for you guys. But a lot of people are having that issue tonight watching it. Jude Bug in 6th. Look at that. See here.
One of those cars, trouble coming out of turn 4. Hamlin is sideways. Their car spins down on the apron of the racetrack.
Byron takes that brightly painted number 24 to the front. He gets a big shove from Daniel Suarez.
This is PRN.
Chandler Smith back in 13th spot.
Back here at Bristol Motor Speedway, time for the Hunt Brothers Pizza Leaderboard. Ryan Sieg being shown as the leader, and Mark, that has impact on the points race.
Absolutely does. Currently, right now, Sammy Smith 20 points under the cut line.
Brandon Jones is second, third is Sam Mayer, fourth is Sammy Smith, Justin Allgaier fifth, Dale Earnhardt Jr. up to sixth, Jeb Burton seventh, Matt Benedetto is eighth, ninth is going to be Josh Splicki, and 10th is Kyle Sieg.
Sheldon Creed 11th as the first car off the pit lane, Jesse Love 12th, 13th Chandler Smith, Ryan Truex
Are you
14th,
getting some? Yeah, we're back
Custer,
over
AJ
600,
Allmendinger
21.6.
17th, Joe
Keep
Graf
in that like
Jr.,
button for us, y'all.
Riley Herbst 18th, 19th, Jeffrey Earnhardt 20th, Anthony Alfredo.
21st is Jeremy Clements, Austin Hill is 22nd, 23rd is going to be Josh Williams, Brennan Poole 24th, Ryan Ellis 25th, Parker Kligerman 26th, Kyle Weatherman 27th, 28th to Blaine Perkins. Ware is going to be scored 29th, and 30th will be Chad Fincham.
So then we see in 31st, it is going to be Shane Bearden 33rd, 34th, Greg Van Alst, Leland Honeyman 35th, Stephen Parsons minus 15 after the engine change in 36th, Parker Retzlaff 9th DNF of the year, he will be scored 37th, Austin Green 38th.
So only 2 cars out at the moment. Stephen Parsons started minus 14 laps, but he's still out there. He's riding 36. We're about ready to drop the green flag here on lap 94. About a third of the way home.
Boogity this time.
Food
Let's do
City,
it.
300.
And hey, let's
green
get the
flag
thumbs
is in
ready.
the air.
Get y'all's
Ryan
thumbs
to the
ready.
Outside of Brandon
Thumbs
Jones.
ready.
They'll stay that way as they roll into turn 2.
A very different looking pack at the front of the field. Here comes Sam Mayer, 3 wide to the top of the racetrack.
To the top of the racetrack. Will he be able to get around Ryan Sieg and Brandon Jones? Answers yes.
Let's get the thumbs ready.
Justin
when they come
Allgaier
around.
on the move again.
Here we go. Thumbs ready, y'all. Thumbs ready. Get your thumbs ready as they come around here.
Mayer still leads him. He's hugging down on the bottom of the racetrack. Siegs rides in second. Here comes Allgaier. He rockets into third as he passes outside.
And Jeb Burton, who's not been a factor in the first stage of this race at all,
there you go.
occupies the 5th position, but to his flank is Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Thumbs
down
again.
to the bottom of the racetrack now, trying to get by Jeb Burton. Burton on the high side, able to hold him off as Sammy Smith closes in on his boss, Dale Jr. in turn 2.
You know, for a guy who suits up once a year, Dale Earnhardt Jr. still knows how to wheel a
That's
race car,
right, Terry. I'll see you.
Right now in the 6th position.
All right, Junior down on the
That's
bottom.
right,
Getting
Terry,
a
I
little
got
bit of
you.
a cushion now is Sam Mayer. Allgaier is working all over. Tried him to the outside, to the backside. Now he's just going to ride on his bumper.
And Ryan Sieg moving all over the racetrack, upside, trying to block Justin Allgaier. Successfully
What's up,
so at
Kenneth?
this point.
5-car log jam right there as he
what's up?
continues to hold off Allgaier, Brandon Jones, Dale Jr., and Jeb Burton.
Allgaier showing a lot of restraint at this
It's at Bristol,
juncture,
baby,
and
that's
that
right.
enables Sam Mayer to pedal his car to a 15-car length advantage.
Nice battle here for the runner-up spot. Allgaier to the bottom. Sieg hangs up on top. And in 4th place, it's Brandon Jones. The battle behind them is Jeb Burton and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Jeb Burton working the top side of the racetrack, and he'll draw even with Junior. Junior now will dispatch with him and go after Brandon Jones.
Don't look now. Here come the fresh tires. Sheldon Creed, Cole
know, it's
Custer,
crazy.
Chan locked up nose to tail, trying to
That's
track
right,
down
Jay.
Burton and Dale Jr.
Creed leads the fresh tire brigade in the 7th position, going way high on the racetrack as Jeb Burton opens up the inside.
Come on.
Dale Jr. is flirting with Brandon Jones, trying to take over that 4th
He'll work
spot.
the low side, forcing Jones up to the top of the banking in turn number 2. Brandon hangs on.
So broken away just a bit. Justin Allgaier has broken away from 3rd place. Ryan Sieg, he's got things backed up. Jones, Dale Jr., Creed, Custer behind him.
It's a fierce fight now for the 3rd position through the 7th spot. Sieg has got it, but Brandon Jones all over his back bumper.
Brandon Jones riding on the high side. There's another battle going on right behind them, and it involves Sheldon Creed and Cole Custer. Custer was pushing him around the last lap.
Cole works at the top side of the racetrack. He started 5th. They're now battling for the 6th position.
So as they cross the stripe, 20 laps are complete here in the 2nd stage. That we have 64 to go.
Dale Jr. in turn number 1 put a bit of a bumper to the rear end of the Ford to Ryan Sieg. He's got a half-car length advantage down the backstretch, but Sieg will battle back.
About a 15-car length lead over Allgaier.
Can't
And
find
3rd
Cole
is Brandon
Custer.
Jones. The battle is
Thank
back
you,
there
Chris
for
Collins.
loving Sieg.
We're
and
becoming an
Dale
MVP
Jr.
member,
Right now,
Chris.
we've
Thank
got
you.
3 Junior Motorsports cars running.
And
1, 2,
Michelle,
3,
thanks for
and shortly,
subscribing.
Junior might be the 4th.
So Junior inside of Ryan Sieg. Behind him, Chandler Smith, Sheldon Creed door to door. Now Custer makes it 3 wide as he dives underneath Chandler Smith.
Huge move into turn number 3 for Cole Custer. He'll get around Smith. He'll get around Earnhardt. Now he'll go to work on Sheldon Creed.
So he got a 2-fer, now trying to make it a 3-fer in 1 lap. Cole Custer, will he move up 3 spots? No, she fights him off from the outside.
He is so
Look at the battle over that
the
race
tire
there.
problem he had after making wall contact brought out the caution flag. He's been able to fight back now to a top 5 run.
Hard to believe Custer's the guy that brought out the first yellow with the speed that he is showing right now. He still hasn't been able to completely clear Sheldon Creed and Ryan Sieg yet.
Sieg's hanging on to that 4th position for now, but here comes Cole Custer to the inside. Now a bumper from Sheldon.
He's heading that way. Cole Custer
has
him and
fallen
Sheldon
back
Creed.
into the grips of Chandler Smith as he tries to get the 59 laps to go here in stage 2.
Sam Mayer's advantage over Justin Allgaier, guys, is shrinking rapidly. It's down to about a half dozen car lengths.
Justin Allgaier, the guy that had his bumper cover ripped off in an incident a little bit earlier, trying to make tracks toward the front.
Thank you,
Brandon
636
Jones
Matrix.
He's one of those
Appreciate
guys we
it.
talked about at the outset. Win and you're in. Brandon Jones still very much in the mix.
Looking a little farther back, Sheldon Creed still. That's a battle for the 5th spot. Backed up behind Sheldon Creed, you have the Chandler Smith machine, and here's Riley Herbst now making some noise up front.
Riley Herbst did not have a particularly good qualifying run. Started back in the 15th position, but he's got that car rolling now in turn 4.
Herbst looking good right behind him, and his tire. He's dropped back a few spots. Let's give you a peek at the top 10 here. It's Sam Mayer, Justin Allgaier, Brandon Jones, and Cole Custer, Ryan 6 to 8, Dale Earnhardt Jr. 9th, and rounding out the top 10, Jesse Love.
Mom, meet Sarah.
No, it's
From
first time nano moments.
L1.
Late races tomorrow. All right, y'all. We're watching. We're crank it up here. It's going to get a little loud. I got to turn it down a little bit. Crank it up time. Get ready. Crank it up. Let's go. Crank it up if it will let me. Okay. There it goes. You're welcome, Lloyd. He still can't pass Jumbo 636. See if we go to 500 likes. 500 likes. 500. You think the leaderboard is broken? Might be a caution.
Rob Albright, what brought out this 3rd yellow and the 4th yellow of the day?
A bit of an issue that involved 2 cars. I'm not sure I caught the tail end of it. It involved both Parker Klickerman, and also tagging him was Brennan Poole. Poole got into the outside wall. He's got a flat right front tire. I'm not sure how much damage.
I think it's fine.
Klickerman
it's
has
not.
sustained,
Yeah,
but
it's
he moved
moving.
up alongside the door.
Thank you,
Poole,
Casey, for following us on
just said,
Facebook.
you know, I'll get you later, buddy.
2 people that you don't want to have eye trouble: race drivers and volleyball refs. You do not want to admit you can't.
By the way, our coverage today brought to you by Progressive, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. The discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one. Bundle and save at Progressive.com. From Bristol, this is PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
All right, stage 2
Jimmy Johnson.
complete.
Yeah.
No, stage 1 complete. We're in stage
So
2.
I look at
23
Jimmy
of
Johnson,
85
and
laps
maybe I have
complete.
a little bit different perspective
23 of
because I grew
85
up with
laps
Richard
complete
Petty while
in
he was
stage
winning
2.
all of his championships and stuff.
But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. The leaderboard is broken. I don't know. It's still updating. It's just taking its time, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure what's up with it. It's not me. Junebug is not in 5th. Okay, well. Oh, God. Oh, God. I just spilled. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Yeah. Yep. Help me. It's on the walls. Is it? Great. All right, hold on a second. Bring in a lot of audio here. It's not lucky, bud. Yeah. You learn. Can't get the mouse tool. There it goes. How did you do this?
Can he make the championship 4? We'll have to wait and see, but I look for big things from Parker Kligerman here at the end of the year. If you just joined us...
And he sees why we don't have cups up here. Oh my God. It's going to be sticky as anything.
That's okay.
Tomorrow night, 6.
Because they're fans of here. This is the hardest place to give a full field rundown. You just don't have a lot of time before they turn them loose again.
Absolutely. And everybody's got a fan. Blaine Perkins, Logan Beard, and they may be a little bit farther back in the pack, but their mom wants to know where they're running.
So let's tell you where they're running right now with 124 laps completed. Sam Mayer leads. Allgaier is second. Brandon Jones is third. Cole Custer fourth. Fifth, Sheldon Creed. Chandler Smith sixth. Ryan Sieg seventh. Dale Earnhardt Jr. 8th, Riley Herbst 9th, and 10th to Jesse Love.
Sammy Smith 11th, 12th Jeb Burton, A.J. Allmendinger 13th, 14th Ryan Truex, Jeremy Clements 15th, 6th, 20th.
Brendan Poole is 22nd. Kyle Weatherman, Joe Graff Jr. 23rd. Ryan Ellis 24th. Back on the lead lap, Shane Van Gisbergen. Parker Kligerman is 26th. 27th, Kyle Sieg. Blaine Perkins. Logan Bearden in 30th is Chad Fincham. And that's our rundown here, brought to you by Bass Pro Shops, voted America's best outdoor retailer. Visit your local Bass Pro Shop here.
Currently on the lead lap. First car 1 lap down is Blaine Perkins. By the way, we got Cody Ware, Greg Van Alst, 31st, 32nd. Leland Honeyman, 33rd. Garrett Smithley is off. Carson Ware, I'm sorry. In 31st, 32nd, Greg Van Alst. Leland Honeyman, 33rd. 34th, Garrett Smithley. He's off. Stephen Parsons, is 15 and 36. Parker Retzlaff, Austin Green, 38.
Creeping up on halfway here in the Food City 300 tonight, as we have 45 laps to go here in the second stage. At the Chevrolet pace car has them in tow, coming out of turn number 4. Sam Mayer up top, and to his inside is going to be Brandon Jones.
All right, I think we're good now.
Get ready to restart.
Can everybody hear
me? The Geico restart zone. 44 laps to go in stage.
We good? Yeah.
Number 2, green flag will trail him in turn.
Going in Allgaier's tire tracks, Cole Custer goes to the outside of both Brandon Jones and Sheldon Creed and takes over the 3rd spot.
Brandon Jones really slow out of the gate. He's dropped back a couple of spots. That gives Sam Mayer a chance to lead, followed by Allgaier and Cole Custer.
Allgaier has a mirror full of Cole Custer. Custer now takes a peek to the inside. Advantage 3 car lengths to Mayer.
As they work their way out of turn 4, it's Mayer Allgaier. Of Allgaier, Brandon Jones trying to fight off Sheldon Creed and Chandler Smith.
I think we got it fixed now.
Appeared just prior to that most recent caution that Cole Custer, that probably is in fact the case. He moves to the inside of Allgaier.
Mayer is the race
Thank you,
leader.
Sherry,
down
for
on the
subscribing.
bottom. It's Cole Custer trying to root his way around the second place car, Justin Allgaier.
You know, Allgaier and Cole Custer both said, we're fighting for the championship regular season. We find again early tonight.
Cole Custer digging hard on the bottom, but from the outside, Allgaier again fends him off one more time, continues to hold on to the second spot.
Pair of veterans giving each other plenty of racing room. To the inside goes Cole Custer, but Allgaier for the moment hanging on.
A couple of junior motorsports cars lead the way right now with Sam Mayer, Allgaier in second. Technically, Cole Custer and Sheldon Creed are right there.
And Creed chooses to follow the...
What the heck is that? I was like, what is that? Why does it keep on...
Goes to the bottom, but can't make the pass.
Second through seventh, all in a cluster off of turn number 2. The race leader, Sam Mayer, has the advantage by about 6 car lengths.
Mayer looks good right now.
Cole Custer and Sheldon Creed are right there. And Creed chooses to follow the Chevrolet in front of him of Justin Allgaier, trying to push Allgaier around Cole Custer.
Dale Jr. in the 8th spot, beginning to make up some ground just up ahead. Riley Herbst. Herbst goes topside in turn 4. Jr. goes to the bottom.
You like the CW? I can't wait to see it next week.
All in a cluster off of turn number 2. The race leader, Sam Mayer, has the advantage by about 6 car lengths.
Mayer looks good right now. I keep watching Cole Custer. He goes to the bottom. He pulls up on Allgaier, Rob, but it seems like he just can't hold the line down on the bottom.
No, he certainly can't. Custer now to the inside once again off turn number 2, but the upside gives him the momentum, does Justin Allgaier.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to do the same thing with Riley Herbst. He draws even. Herbst able to fight off as he comes down from the top of the banking in turns 2 and turn 4. Let's go down to our O'Reilly Auto Parts pit reporter, Wendy Venturini.
Sam Mayer came down pit road at lap 59 much earlier than some of the stage 1 brake cars that came down pit road. They told him many laps ago that the only car remotely close to his lap times was Cole Custer.
Keep on hitting that subscribe button, y'all.
Very fast race car. He said, I'm not sure where exactly I'm losing time compared to anyone else on this racetrack, but the right rear grip through the corners is where he feels the worst. That's what they're going to work on when he hits pit road.
Great intel there, Wendy. In the last lap, Sam Mayer was the fastest. Second fastest was Austin Hill. Also quicker, Allgaier and Custer. No surprise, they're running up in the top 3.
Now Cole Custer goes around the Justin Allgaier machine. Allgaier tried the bottom lane. Custer flew by on the outside. Will now chase after
Hit
Sam
that like
Mayer.
button, y'all.
And Allgaier
keep on doing
to
it,
chase
y'all.
Down Cole Custer. A little bit of a breakaway there. Now here's Sheldon Creed leading Chandler Smith back to the front.
A bit of a head scratcher why Justin Allgaier suddenly went from the top that was working to the bottom and he easily allowed Cole Custer to move around him. Now it is Sheldon Creed that's closing in on Allgaier.
Let's go back and pick up this battle for 8th. It's Dale Earnhardt Jr. He has been dogging Riley Herbst for the last half dozen laps.
He can get to the back bumper. He can actually get a quarter panel completely underneath him in the middle of 1 and 2, but down the back straightaway, still advantage Riley Herbst.
Again, Junior shoots the bottom, can't quite draw even with Herbst at the exit. Again, the outside lane still has a slight advantage.
That's the race to 7th. Ahead, the fight continues to the 3rd position. Justin Allgaier, he's really got his hands full with Sheldon Creed.
And now we're about to have a battle for the lead. Cole Custer has caught Sam Mayer. He's only a single car length back. They take that fight to 1.
And these two now have about an 8 car length advantage over the 3rd place fight involving Justin Allgaier. Down the back straightaway, less than half car length the advantage for Mayer.
Now Custer will try to get some work done now because up ahead some heavy traffic.
What's up, y'all? Make sure you hit that like button as you're coming in. We appreciate you.
Hold on to the number 1 position in turn 2.
Cole Custer
You're just joining us.
Sam Mayer to move down a lane.
Welcome in.
The bottom or the top is what works best for Cole.
Mayer right now hangs on to
This is NASCAR.com.
in his tire tracks. Now takes a peek to
Thank
the
you,
inside.
Biggie.
Can Cole Custer make it work
Thank
down
you,
on the bottom of
B-Nate.
the track?
The race is for the lead. Cole Custer will work the bottom of the racetrack. Up against the outside wall down the backstretch. Still
Thank you
half
for
a
the
car length
subscribe.
advantage for Mayer.
Custer got
What's
a
up,
good
Joey?
run out of turn number 2. He draws
I stream
up
every
to the
race.
driver's door.
This is
Sam
not the
Mayer at the
broadcast.
exit of
This
turn
is
4.
NASCAR.com.
Mayer, though, continues to cling to that number 1 spot.
Sheldon Creed has gotten around Justin Allgaier. He'll now close into about a half dozen car lengths back of the 2nd place machine of Cole Custer.
And get really hot up here for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. It's hot
Hard
for
to get it
1st
there.
right now. Mayer has it. Custer wants to take it away, and they're battling some lap cars right now as they move back into 1.
And Dale Jr. no longer has to worry about Herbst. He's passed Riley, but
What's up,
in doing
Richard?
that, he lost about half a straightaway.
So now the leaders working traffic in turn number 4, going around the Greg Van Alt's machine, is your leader Sam Mayer with Custer in tow.
Now they work around Carson Ware, who gives them plenty of room up top. It is still Sam Mayer hanging on by a car length over Cole Custer.
Sheldon Creed's the big winner here, and I tell you what, this is bringing Justin Allgaier right back into the mix here, and also Chandler Smith, Brandon Jones, not that far off the lead.
It seems the handling of the cars ebbs and flows over a long green flag run, and they go from, they look
Nah, it doesn't have video.
Line, and when they do, they're
Thank
fast.
you, Joey.
Here comes Cole Custer to challenge again.
He gives a love tap to the back bumper of Sam Mayer.
Says Sam as he will hang on to that advantage into turn 3.
Mayer's car really accelerates when he comes off the top. They'll try to get down the front stretch. Custer peeks to the inside, but Mayer tows him back around.
We talk about the Xfinity Series cars being momentum cars. They don't have a huge amount of horsepower, so you need to get the good run off the corner, and Sam Mayer is an expert at that.
I love
At least the CW does side-by-side commercial.
Turn 3, Custer doing all he can to take that number 1 spot away from Mayer. They draw even again in turn 1.
Better settle it, boys, because here comes 2 more to challenge you. Here's Creed now. He's
we just do YouTube. We do Facebook as well.
Separated by just a tick more than a second. Cole Custer will lead them back to the line. He made the pass on the inside. Sam Mayer doesn't want to give it up, Rob.
Cole Custer slides up in front of Mayer. He's clearly got the advantage now. Side by side for third as Justin Allgaier gets inside Sheldon Creed.
And right
56
there
of 85 to go.
Sheldon Creed. So 4 cars up top.
Figured it out. I'll figure it out next week.
And keep in mind, Brandon Jones.
Oh, Allgaier wrecked.
At the moment, he's creeping ever closer. Still
Allgaier. Here's where we see the wreck right here.
He pounds the inside wall.
We're gonna watch the wreck right here.
He'll keep it rolling.
Oh, look at Allgaier right there.
Significant damage to the man who dominated early.
And that's going to be the 5th
Allgaier wrecks.
Here, caused by
there goes
Justin
your pick, Lloyd.
Allgaier in the Food City 300.
There goes your pick.
For NASCAR fans just tuning in, I'm Kyle Petty, here with Echo Park, the official used car of Speedway Motorsports. This season will be the most exciting.
But appreciate everybody being here. Thanks so much for hanging out on The Go at CeeLo. If you're just joining us, make sure you hit the subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button for us. Trying to get to 500 likes. That's our new goal of 500 likes. The CW switch, I know, it's crazy. It is kind of crazy, the CW. But what we're watching is NASCAR.com, and we will not make the screen any bigger. Don't ask us to make it any bigger. The leaderboard is working now. Isn't working? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. What lap does it say we're on? We're on lap 141. It's lap 141, so I don't know. All I can do is what it shows. Who's your driver? Don't judge me, Denny Hamlin. I'm gonna refresh this here. I guess the aerial cam is gone. Let's watch Chandler Smith pit job here. Back to the audio. All right, they're back to another commercial. Appreciate everybody being here. We're in stage 2. Sam Mayer continues to lead as we're having pit stops here after Justin Allgaier wrecked. Hamlin getting eliminated tomorrow night. We'll see. We'll see, MM. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Unfortunately, there is no end to some of the terrible atrocities in our world. Speedway Children's Charities can feel really good that we are getting the most good out of every dollar. At Speedway Children's Charities, our mission is simple: help every child we can, because all children deserve joy and hope and love. If one child is still in need, then there's still work to do.
See if this other cam's back up. NASCAR Drive, Battle Cam. Who would judge you, bud? Right? But thank you guys for tuning in on the Go at CeeLo. We are here. Stop asking him about his channel. He does a great job. Thank you, Sean. Oh, what's that? Uh-oh. Somebody getting a penalty. Was it off of Allgaier? Oh my gosh. Can it go any more wrong for this guy?
But he lost 2 spots down into the 5th spot. Sam Mayer came down pit road as well. He took 4 tires. He felt like he was pretty good on exit.
Thank you, Joey.
I do know that 18 of Sheldon Creed had bumped into Sam Mayer. Sam Mayer said, I don't know how I didn't lose it right there. And then also we just
anybody can go to NASCAR.com and watch these cams for free, y'all. Anybody can go to NASCAR.com and watch the cams for free.
Over on my end of pit road, Chandler Smith said he has better drive on his car. He came in for 4 tires in Sunoco fuel. For Cole Custer,
yeah, bad night for Cole Custer's. Like, hey, let me get up in there. Let me get up in there. 34 points. That's all it was.
Custer got his last set of sticker tires, Sunoco fuel as well. Brett McMillan. Justin Allgaier came in. They changed tires on the right side, or at least they were taking the tires off to do a bunch of work as far as cutting away the right front fender. They were trying to drop the car on a wedge.
You have to have the CW.
Splitter up off the ground. They were running out of time.
I know, it's tough.
Trying to keep Justin on the lead lap. And they were saying, drop the car, drop the car. Well, they dropped the car, but they dropped it on a
Hamlin
drill.
ain't doing it on points. He's got to win, Jeff.
Equipment out of the pit box with him as the drill was there.
There's
on
Allgaier.
pit road, so I think he'll be penalized for taking equipment out of the pit box. He's now coming back down pit road. They're going to
if it happens, it happens,
on
right?
That car to try to repair the damage.
Allgaier dragged it around the racetrack to turn number 2 before it kind of finally came out from underneath the front bumper, front air dam of that machine, but he had to come onto pit road because you're technically taking stuff out of there, and that is not something that NASCAR allows you to do.
Whatever that was, a drill, a saw, or whatever, it's not any good anymore. That thing was kicking up a lot of sparks on the front end of Allgaier's car.
If it still works, it'll make a great ad, for whatever power company
good
the tool.
Thought.
Yeah.
Let's set the field here.
Can I quickly mention who led off of pit road? Cole Custer was the first off the pit lane, followed by Sam Mayer, Chandler Smith, Brandon Jones, Sheldon Creed, Riley Herbst.
Somewhere there's some ad executive going, that's a brilliant idea. And they're going to steal it.
I should get a cut of that.
They're going to cut you out. You'll get a cut. You'll get cut out. Yeah. All right, let's give you our Hunt Brothers Pizza leaderboard. Jeremy Clements stayed out. He will lead. Sammy Smith did likewise. He is second.
Yeah, you can watch the Earnhardt cam. We cannot show the junior cam on our channel tonight because it's on YouTube. So if you guys want to watch the junior, you can go over there and watch him on the YouTube channel.
And 10th, Dale Earnhardt.
We can't watch junior on here.
11th, Ryan Truex 12th. 13th is going to be Ryan Sieg. 13th. Ryan Truex 12th, Ryan Sieg 13th, A.J. Allmendinger 14th, Austin Hill 15th, 16th, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Anthony Alfredo 17th, 18th, Joe Graff Jr., Brendan Poole 19th, Kyle Weatherman in 20th.
Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing, guys.
Is 22nd, 23rd to Kyle Sieg. Josh Balicki 24th, Logan Bearden 25th, Brian Ellis is 26th. 27.
We can get to 21-7 tonight. 22,000 is our goal, but we want to get to 22-7. Aaron says, hey, CeeLo, thanks for the stream. You're welcome, Aaron. Jim, thanks for becoming a rookie member.
Greg Van Alst, Leland Honeyman, 32nd.
And all those emojis are working now, y'all.
In 33rd, Chad Fincham, Stephen Parsons, minus 15 in 34th. He came out onto the racetrack after the race had started because he had an engine let go as they were warming up. 35th, Matt DiBenedetto, 35th. He is minus 24 now, but back in the competition. Garrett Smithley is officially out. He'll get credit for 36. Parker Retzlaff, 37th. 38th, Austin Green.
The leaderboard update brought to you by Hunt Brothers Pizza, where we love pizza and we love racing. Find your next pizza at huntbrotherspizza.com.
Oh, well, I changed the emojis, but they're not working.
Pizza app.
Lights are off the pace car with Jason Brownlow at the control. He heads for the pit lane. So now Jeremy
we get to
Clements
600? Let's see.
Sammy Smith will lead them into the Geico restart
Thank
zone
you,
with 9
David.
laps
Thank you,
to go
Gord.
now in stage number 2
You're
of the
welcome,
Food City
Tim.
300. Clements with a push from Parker Kligerman has the advantage in turn 1.
Jeremy, one of the must-wins. He'll lead off turn number 2, but by the scantest of margins as Parker Kligerman tries to wrestle second away from Sammy Smith.
Jeremy Clements tenaciously hangs on to the lead, but he's being pressured by Parker Kligerman. Cole Custer has now moved up to the third spot.
And he's riding the rim. Goes to the top side is Cole Custer. He takes away the third position. He'll now go after the race leaders, Jeremy Clements and Parker Kligerman.
Here's the fresh front tires of Cole Custer now riding the top side of the racetrack. He makes contact with Parker Kligerman, falls way back as Kligerman is able to reel his car in as well.
Well, Cole Custer found himself against the outside wall, and it cost him a lot of track position. He's in a similar position, but we're keeping an eye on him. It looks like it didn't damage the car at all. He's ridden back to sixth position.
Justin Allgaier, that car is in big trouble. He is sparking. He is not back up to speed. We'll see if NASCAR lets him stay out there. That car barely making speed right now is Allgaier as he dives down to the bottom of the racetrack. Meanwhile, up front, a big battle for the lead here as Jeremy Clements has broken away, but Brandon Jones and Parker Kligerman are fighting hard for second.
Boy, that tangle between Cole Custer and Parker Kligerman has given Jeremy Clements a huge advantage. It's already about
stage number 2. Then there are 4 rows of 2x2 behind him, about 10 car lengths.
Kligerman all the way to the top. That opens the inside lane with Brandon Jones on the bottom for Cole Custer, but he'll ride behind Parker into turn 3.
Clements, 25 car length lead. Allgaier almost wrecks, nearly takes out some cars. Meanwhile, up front, Parker Kligerman rides second, and it is a fierce battle there with Brandon Jones.
And Ryan Truex is coming strong on the outside. He takes spots away from Creed and Brandon Jones to run fourth. Into the outside wall goes Kligerman, and everybody dives to the bottom.
Cole Custer gave him a bit of help. 2 laps to go here in stage number 2.
Jeremy Clements, huge advantage. 25 car lengths over second running Cole Custer. Fight for third between Truex and Creed.
All right, Jeremy Clements is going to win this stage, barring he crashes. There's a fierce battle for second. Cole Custer has it now, and Ryan Truex is getting into the mix here. He's moved up to third.
It settles out to single file, second, third, and fourth. As I say that, Chandler Smith looks to the inside of Sheldon Creed. He rides fifth.
Jeremy Clements is going to win stage number 2 going away. Cole Custer second. Third is going to be Ryan Truex. Sheldon Creed is fourth. Fifth is Chandler Smith. Jesse Love sixth. Seventh is Riley Herbst. Eighth is Sam Mayer. Dale Earnhardt Jr. finishes ninth. And 10th is Parker Kligerman. It is the first stage win in 2024 for Jeremy Clements.
CW is on the bunny ears. That's crazy.
To win a stage on the Xfinity Series.
O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Appreciate everybody hanging out. We're in stage 2 still, I believe. I'm kind of losing track of the game here. Ooh, don't want that one on there. Okay, we got Jeffrey Earnhardt. That's fine. One Jew Bud making moves. Has his glasses back on from the pit. Auto Parts. How can I watch NASCAR? You can watch it right here. You can watch it right here, my friend. This is the battle cam that we're watching. We're 300 away from 2,200, y'all. 300 away from 2,200. Junior's cam, he was on it like an old man can. That's right. You can't watch the junior cam. Can't watch CW on DirecTV even though it's $20 a month. Isn't that ridiculous? So I'm sure they'll get a lot of complaints and they'll figure it out.
And get all the insurance coverage from one place. Go to geico.com today and get started. From Bristol, this is PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
Hey, this is Karst Hosvar, and you're listening to Country Radio Hall of Famers Kathy Martindale and Paul Schack on Racing Country Classic.
It's Kathy and Tim McGraw.
I can see you getting more into the technical. I can see
another commercial. Let's go, CeeLo. You earned that 11 hat. Yeah, we'll see. If we get to 22,000 this weekend, no 11 hat next weekend either. So thank you guys so much for all the love today. 1,400 of us here. Let's see if we can get some more folks in here before the end of this race, which we're in stage 2. And Jeremy Clements. You mean 22,000? What did I say? 22,000. Yeah, 22,000. See if we can get there. Jeremy Clements, the new leader? Did he stay out? Did he not pit? But we'll figure out the CW, and we'll maybe get to listen to it next week. All right, so let's see here. All right, so here comes Clements. Is it going to be Cole Custer, the new leader? And this might give Cole Custer the points championship. in a bigger view, yeah, we can do that. The aerial cam is not working. They had to go get gas, as they always do.
It looks like 3 or 4 of those will come in. We'll recap those stops in a minute. Right now, we need to pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
Yeah, he did. I mean, I mean, there's a lot of people complaining tonight. Everybody's coming here. All right, let's do it. How many people tried to watch it on the CW today and could not watch it on your phone or your laptop or your iPad? How many people are trying to watch it on your phone, your laptop, or your iPad tonight? Put yes in the chat. Yes or me. If you're trying to watch it on your phone, iPad, or laptop today, put me. See, look at everybody. Look at everybody. See? Yeah, they are slow too. See, this is... People are not going to want to watch it on their TV. We got to have phones. They have iPads. They have laptops. I mean, it's...
Some sticker tires, and he'll
See?
be set to go the rest
Everybody,
of the way.
me.
We need to take a break. We'll come back and get stage 3 going. How would you like to get
Another break, stage 3 coming up here. Is it stage 3 yet? I haven't seen that. Stage 3. We're in stage 3. All right, so let me... Without being the TV on, I'm lost. Stage 3. And YouTube TV still isn't working. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, they're going to have a deal. They're going to have an issue. So no aerial cam. That's still gone.
Way up the racetrack. Here comes Harrison Burton. He rockets to the lead. Trouble.
What channel popped? If you're on Fubo, let me know.
They come back to the start-finish line.
Bubba Wallace looks inside, and now here's Byron. Takes a quick left to block him. They head back to 1.
Here goes Ross Chastain. He's going to the bottom of the racetrack. Bubba goes up. Slaney hits the outside wall.
Watching me on an iPad. Awesome, Sheila.
Do anything with him. He gets down to the bottom of the racetrack.
Briscoe dives to the...
It told me that I could not watch on stream until next day. So yeah, so CW isn't on my Fubo. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, pop CW Sports, go to your guide and scroll through channels. That's what I don't see it. I don't see it. I try to bring the best content for you guys here, so.
Has scored the most points so far tonight, but Cole Custer has scored 13 points in the first 2 stages. Justin Allgaier 7, so that 6-point deficit now allows Custer to make up 6 points up his deficit. He's now 37 points.
So a lot of good stories here, a lot of good knowledge that I'll take this week.
City 300.
It's time now for our progressive
Okay, gotcha.
leaderboard. Cole Custer leads. Ryan Truex is second. Third, Sheldon Creed. Chandler Smith fourth. Fifth, Jesse Love. Riley Herbst is sixth. Seventh, Sam Mayer. Dale Earnhardt Jr. eighth. Brandon Jones ninth. And Ryan Sieg is 10th.
You're welcome.
Austin Hill 11th. 12th, Jeffrey Earnhardt.
Any
Anthony
info on
Alfredo,
Sammy
13th,
Smith?
14th, Brennan Poole. Kyle Sieg is 15th. Then 16th, Joe Graff Jr. Kyle
He
Weatherman
is in
17th.
P25.
18th, Josh Williams. Shane Van Gisbergen in 19th.
P25.
20th, Jeb Burton.
Logan Bearden 21st. 22nd, Ryan Ellis. Jeremy Clements 23rd. 24th, Parker Kligerman. Sammy Smith is 25th. A.J. Allmendinger will be scored 26th. The rest of the top 30 are
We're going to go live right. This is going to be a good shot
Allgaier.
right here.
Leaderboard brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility and great pay and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
121 laps to go here in the Food City 300. We're back
Kevin.
underway in the third and final stage.
And of
Cole
course,
Custer
they're
leads Sheldon Creed
the
in turn
cams
2.
are way ahead.
Can Cole Custer make this
That's
last
okay.
set of tires last 120 laps? He'll lead them into turn 4.
That's going to be the big question. Custer leads him back to the line. it's going to be Sheldon Creed next in line. Ryan Truex is third. And
I don't
moving
know,
up
Chad.
into fourth, Jesse Love.
Jesse Love working the bottom side of the racetrack, enables him to draw even with and slightly ahead of Chandler Smith. Smith will fight
600 likes, y'all. Trying to get to 600 likes.
Does the crossover and the big slide job
Woo!
on Cole
Chandler
Custer.
Smith
He is the
almost
new
wrecked
leader
there.
here at Bristol, as now
All right, we'll go
Ryan
back to
Truex closes in on Cole Custer.
I'd have to wonder if Custer hasn't been told to go easy and save those tires for a while, so he's got something at the end. The lead for
Yeah, I'll be doing the Cup race tomorrow.
Creed not going easy. He leads. Then it's Custer, Ryan Truex.
I've been on
Chandler
vacation,
Smith,
Scotty.
move back up to fourth.
Did you not get the
Cars
memo?
going to the high side of the racetrack include
It's
Riley
tomorrow,
Hurst,
actually,
along
Scotty,
with
not
Sam
Sunday.
Mayer. Junior goes to the inside of Mayer.
So does Ryan Truex. He goes to the bottom, trying to get around Cole Custer in the fight for second
Make it
spot.
Euro
Meanwhile,
NASCAR.
Junior side by side with his teammate Sam Mayer.
Single file among the top six. The front
There's
three
Junior.
using the high line. The next three using
A little
the
loose
bottom
there in
line
that
as they hustle
turn.
down the back straightaway.
Down the back straightaway, the first side-by-side battle we see is Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Riley Herbst. That's going to be a battle for seventh. Sam Mayer's in the mix along with Ryan Sieg.
Junior's having a
Keep
very
hitting that
competitive
subscribe.
night. We don't know how
Trying to
this
get to
is gonna end up, but
21.8.
having a really good night as he's working all over.
It was great,
Riley
Kevin.
Herbst.
He's the lone soldier, though, down on the inside. Up top, it's Herbst, Mayer, Ryan Sieg, Brandon Jones, Austin Hill in a group trying to fight by him on the outside.
Certainly would seem that the inside lane a bit of a disadvantage on restarts. Takes a while to get going as Junior still unable to bypass Riley Herbst.
Out front, looking comfortable right now. Sheldon Creed, Cole Custer back about 4 car lengths, 6 lengths back to Truex, and then it's going to be Chandler Smith.
Cole Custer appears to just be keeping Sheldon Creed in his gun sights, not working too hard. And then it's another 8 car lengths back to the third place machine of Ryan Truex.
He's got some company there in the back now. Chandler Smith trying to close in. Jesse Love also making some tracks up towards the front.
Got to be a lot of frustration in the mind of Justin Allgaier as this front quintet of cars
I can't make it any bigger, Jason. This is what we do.
Good news for Parker Kligerman. As of now, he has clinched a spot in the Xfinity Series playoffs, so he can exhale a little bit, the driver of the brightly colored
Oh, Chandler Smith, I picked you to win. Let's go.
And that's good news for his owner, Scott Borchetta, and that team that's
Look at
down
Ryan
on the
Truex,
campus
that
of
20
RCR.
car, man.
Welcome, North Carolina.
Back to the line, it's Sheldon Creed, 2 car lengths back. Custer. Best battle right now may be Truex and Chandler Smith.
That right there. Thank you so much, Chris.
Number 2, that opens the bottom lane. Capitalizing will be Chandler Smith as they fall 15 car lengths back to the front.
Welcome, Jason.
The third stage is just underway here at Bristol Motor Speedway in the Food City 300.
Junior said they're
Still
too loud now.
10 laps to go. The big hot spot right now, Chandler Smith trying to hold on, or try to take third away, rather, from Ryan Truex.
And a third car now in that mix is the machine of Jesse Love.
Eddie. And not be doesn't show
now
that
Junior
little
has gone
update
back
till
up
it's
to
over.
the top of the racetrack. Now he drops back to the bottom. He goes after Herbst. This is the battle for 7th place.
I think Junior's just a bit
It has been a
frustrated
frustration.
right now as passing both he and Herbst with the car of Sam Mayer.
Down on the bottom of the racetrack, Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to work around Riley Herbst. He pulls up in front of him and cleanly makes
What's
the
up, Dallas?
pass on Herbst. That'll put him up to 7th. Meanwhile, we got a really nice battle going on here for the third spot. Chandler Smith, Jesse Love still in that, and Ryan Truex.
Well, Jesse Love now bypasses Truex to the 4th position as Chandler Smith the lap before had gotten himself around and about 4 car lengths ahead of Truex, who now falls back to 5th.
So now we see Dale
I hear that.
straightaway.
Let's go to
It's about
700
a
likes.
3-second trip from the exit of turn 2, entry.
Give me
turn
a like
3,
if you
exit
think this
4
is better
into
than the
entry of turn
CW.
number 1. And so, it doesn't sound like much, but any driver would love to have that kind of lead.
Not tonight. Tomorrow
will
will
out
be
of turn
problem.
4. Jeffrey Earnhardt might
Give
have
me
a
a
tire
like
going down. That
if
car
you think
kinda
this is better than the
skidded through the corner.
CW.
He was able to fight it down to pit lane.
Yeah, he's going to go down on the pit lane in a promising night. Looks like it's going to not come to fruition for Jeffrey Earnhardt.
Cautions
Here's your
are
top
coming
10
with
with
Bristol,
right at 100
baby.
laps to go. Sheldon Creed, Cole Custer, Chandler Smith, Jesse Love, Ryan Truex, the top 5. 6 through 10, Sam Mayer, Dale Earnhardt Jr. 7th, Brandon Jones is 8th.
Trouble in turn number 2. Hard into the outside wall is Justin Allgaier. It was almost
Again?
inevitable.
Allgaier?
The car had been limping around well off the pace. The
Golly.
tire just popped. It sounded like a bomb going
Yeah,
off.
William, I'll
And
be
he
here
now
every
will
race
try
rest
to
of the
drive
year.
his way back around to the start-finish line. Nothing on the race car on the right rear car.
Justin Allgaier doesn't have a whole
Justin
lot more to
Allgaier
use up
again.
on that number 7 Chevrolet. We'll take a timeout, come back, cover pit stops, and give you a full field rundown.
So yeah, he is. Cole Custer has this in the bag. 34 points for Custer was coming into this race. Bronny, do you know anywhere where we can watch updated standings? You can see that wreck right there on the screen. Does anybody know where we can watch updated standings? I can't watch the TV, or anybody watching, or Rick, let us know. Are they telling us who is in and who is out? And how far does Allgaier have on Custer now? Since Rick's watching it. Watch old Chandler Smith here. You're welcome, Jason. Can't find the CW on the Dish Network. Can anyone help? Yeah, it's been a fun time. A streamer's delight. Maybe Creed finally wins a race. We'll see. Womp womp. I saw you finish second last week.
And it's brought to you by the great folks at Progressive Insurance. Get renter's insurance to protect.
Let me know when the aerial cam comes back.
A home, including coverage for theft or damage. Visit progressive.com. So again,
That's
here
2
at Bristol
points.
Motor Speedway,
Wow.
we are under the yellow flag.
So Custer's
for the 10th
2
time
points.
Tonight, we're just under 100 laps to go in the Food City 300. So glad you could join us. Mark Garrow, Doug Rice, Rob Albright on pit road, Brett McMillan, along with Brad Gilly.
And if someone wanted to know about Ryan
and
Sieg, is he
Heather
still in the
Mark,
playoffs?
What looked like a lock. It's
I'm
gonna
about a
get
lap
really
behind.
tight here between Cole Custer and Justin Allgaier as we settle this thing down, with Allgaier continuing to have problems. Let's go to Heather DeBow.
And Riley Herbst over the radio, extremely
listen to you.
frustrated
Thank
with the
you, buddy.
handling of his race car. He said, I just feel like something's fundamentally wrong. He said it's been bouncing the back tires on the concrete all day long. He has no control over the rear. He said everything is just stiff and super bouncy, and he really doesn't remember that from last year.
Arthur
So the team said, we're
Klingerman,
going to go to
awesome.
work on it here for you. But again, Riley Herbst really, really frustrated behind the wheel, even though
Trying to
he's
get to
running in that
700
10th
likes. Help us get there.
All right, thanks a lot, Heather. Right now, Justin Allgaier just can't. Why do you keep riding around out there? Because you've only got a 2-point cushion for this regular season title. You've got to finish this thing. You can't be in the garage when it's over and possibly have your competition win it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, right now, when you take a look at where he is sitting, he is 31st. He could drop as far down
Kelly.
as 35th, and that would be enough for 2 points to make up that 2 points. And of course,
Kelly's
Cole Custer
happy.
still has one spot maybe to go to grab the lead and maybe win this race as well. It's a beautiful Friday night here in Bristol, Tennessee. We're coming back in just a moment. We owe our local stations a break, so here it is. You're listening to PR.
All right, so commercial break. Thanks so much for hanging out tonight. My name is CeeLo. On the Go at CeeLo is our channel. We would love for you to subscribe to us. We're trying to get to 22,000 subscribers. If you're new to us, subscribe. We're going to be doing tomorrow's race as well, just like this. We'll actually have the USA broadcast coming in, listening, and we'll have the cams and all that good stuff, the emojis. And I haven't got to post. I'm not sure why the emojis are not working for the Xfinity, because I saved everything. So I'm not sure what happened with that, but it's too late for that now. But thank you, CJ76, Dad. Appreciate that. Yes. 1 point difference. Cole Custer could be the points season champion here. Oh, we got to change the caution too. Yeah, hold on. 5 cautions. All caused by Justin Allgaier. It seems like. Thank you, RMR. Thank you, B Payne. Appreciate you.
America's best outdoor retailer. Visit your local Bass Pro Shop store or shop online at Bass
Yeah,
Pro.
they've been dropping people. I lost 90
Here.
subscribers
Sheldon
while I
Creed
was
is the
off
race
for
leader.
2
Cole
weeks.
Custer second, Chandler Smith third, fourth Jesse Love, Ryan Truex fifth, Sam Mayer sixth, Dale Earnhardt Jr. seventh, Brandon Jones eighth, Austin Hill is ninth, and 10th Ryan Sieg.
11th is Anthony Alfredo, Joe Graff Jr. 12th, 13th Parker Kligerman, Brennan Poole 14th.
Yeah, I came back with the
15th,
cold
AJ
Megadeth.
Allmendinger, 16th Kyle Sieg, 17th Jeremy Clements, 18th is Sammy Smith.
Thank you, Lloyd.
19th is Jeb Burton with Shane Van Gisbergen, and 20th
Yeah,
need
right.
to document that Justin Allgaier, now being scored 5 laps down in 31st.
Thank you, Mel.
The
All right, here we go.
difference now
Green
on
flag.
top of the
Boogity, boogity,
regular
boogity. Let's go,
season
Chandler
point
Smith.
standings, Allgaier by 1 point over Cole Custer with 95 laps to go. Now about to be 94 here at Bristol.
Allgaier doesn't need any more bad luck to befall him tonight, or that regular season title slips out of his hands. We get the green flag in the air in the Geico restart zone, and on the outside, Sheldon Creed down on his inside, Chandler Smith.
Chandler Smith got a great restart, the best we've seen all night long from that bottom lane, but it's not enough to bypass Creed, who leads into 3.
Cole Custer now trying to get alongside Chandler Smith. He gets up almost to the driver's door of Sheldon Creed before Creed powers by on the outside.
Almost seems as if Cole Custer needs to just play defense from here on out, keep that car fenders on it, keep it clean, and he'll battle for second.
Battling for the lead right now, Chandler Smith and Sheldon Creed. Creed has it. Now Cole Custer moves around Smith. He'll take over the runner-up spot.
I'll remind you that Cole Custer has to go 120 laps on this last set of tires, and that car is still extremely strong, right on the back bumper.
Puppy, awesome, Chris.
Dale Jr. has found his way up to the 6th spot. Now Custer goes back after the top spot, trying to drive hard to the inside of Sheldon Creed.
Sheldon Creed slipped up over the cushion, so to speak, as he almost got into the outside wall in turn 4. And that opened the inside for Cole Custer, and he capitalized in a heartbeat.
Cole Custer right now the championship leader by 4 points over Allgaier, Rob.
So it's 3 cars nose to tail off the banking in turn 2. Cole Custer will set the pace. Sheldon Creed right second. Chandler Smith
also William.
Ryan Truex. Truex able to hold on right there in those two's footsteps.
89 to
Brandon
go.
Jones along with Sam Mayer.
I got to tell you, it's been a rough night for Dale Earnhardt Jr. because he's had to make that bottom lane work, and it hasn't been very good. Still, he's hanging on inside the top 10.
Now, for a guy who's ready to run, a guy that's having a really good day, Mark, Cole Custer, he is the race leader, but for the moment, he is the championship leader over Allgaier, who's had all kind of problems.
Doug, everything going Cole Custer's way right now, but we need
Cole Custer now the new points leader
at Bristol Motor Speedway, and in a blink of an eye, everything can change.
And Allgaier, if he can get a few more cars
Dale
in
Jr.
front of him
P6
to drop out tonight, then he picks up some more points and makes up the deficit on Cole Custer. Cole's doing all he can do to win the regular season title right now by leading the race.
Mark, you said in the blink of an eye, everything can change. It changed on lap 2. That's when Cole Custer got into the outside wall. It looked for at least 30 or 40 seconds like this could be the end of the championship run for Cole Custer. You battle back, and that's what makes NASCAR racing so special. Cole Custer now leading this race.
I think Cole should send somebody at NASCAR who decided on that yellow flag at least a Christmas card.
Oh, Aero Cam's back.
Maybe go out to dinner. Just joking. Just joking, folks. Not serious.
Thank you, Mark, for just joking. Watching right now, the front 4 have been able to tick away the battle.
Right along with Dale Jr. here.
Spot. Ryan Truex has it. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has been dogging him for several laps. He's a
they were following him for a little bit.
But Junior's got to look in the rearview mirror to see Brandon Jones.
You know, that poor guy has been in a battle with somebody all night long in the closing stages.
Junior making a move on Truex.
Truex just outside the top 5.
And you have to hand it to Ryan Sieg. He has
to
win
wins?
this race. He's never won an Xfinity Series shootout. And yet, Doug, he's riding ninth. He's
Braves win.
Hoping, beyond hope, that perhaps something happens
Ari,
to
thank
Sammy
you so
Smith
much.
that might open the door for him.
And there's still some options out there. We told you a moment ago that Parker Kligerman has clinched his spot in the playoffs. He can exhale a little bit. Parker has put together a pretty decent year this year. He will be leaving that race team at the end of the season.
So we've talked about the fact that
Oh my gosh,
now
we're
has
losing
the lead
to
in
the
the regular
Marlins.
season championship fight with Allgaier. Need to mention that Sammy Smith still comfortably ahead of the Ryan Sieg car by 36 points here for that 12th and final position to make what is a 12-driver, 7-race playoff for the Xfinity Series.
I don't know if there's enough positions between all them and what's left of this race for Ryan Sieg, barring some sort of miracle, move on into the championship fight. We'll take a break as we have 79 laps to go. The top 5 look like this: Cole Custer, Sheldon Creed, Chandler Smith, Jesse Love, Ryan Truex Jr., and riding in 6th, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Another commercial break as we're moving on. 78 laps to go here in the Food City 300. Bringing it to you guys. We'll be doing this tomorrow. Same spot. Make sure your notification bells are on. We'll have a lot better, more fun tomorrow because we'll have the actual TV broadcast to listen to, and everything will be fun. So just be glad you're not a White Sox fan, CJ says. Oh my gosh. I saw a YouTube video where The guy that catches all the baseballs, he was there in like a daytime game, and there was like 10 people there watching the game. But look at the high line, Truex and then Junior right on his bumper. Look at him taking the high line. As they're trying to get around Allgaier here. We had the Evil 666. So almost to 700 likes. Help us get to 700 likes, y'all. Junior almost had him. And Brandon Jones is right there, too.
About a second over Sheldon Creed. Chandler Smith is third. Jesse Love fourth. Fifth to Ryan Truex Jr. Dale Earnhardt
I know, Jim. It's
Jr.
ridiculous.
Continues to ride sixth. We have 74 laps to go. From Bristol, this is
They pretty
PRN,
much tricked
the
everybody.
Performance Racing.
They pretty much tricked everybody. They said CW is going to be free. But they didn't tell you, yes, you can watch it on your TV for free. But if you're not near your TV, or you don't have a TV and all you have is a phone, you can't watch it. So, sad but true, NASCAR has given up on fans and is going for the money. Going with the CW was not the smartest move. Now, if you could have gone to the CW website and just clicked on it and watched it, it would have been fine. Because if you go to the CW website and hit guide, there is the CW channels, but they're not the race. So if they would just change that, everybody would be happy. Like, if you went to the CW website and clicked on the guide and clicked on it, everybody would be happy. Everybody would be watching. They'll try to trick us to sign up for something else. See, Lloyd's watching it free on his just plain old TV.
For Cole Custer. He is the race leader, and he leads for the regular season points championship by 3 points over Justin Allgaier. Time now for our
subscribe. Let's get the 1K likes.
Update.
Let's get
brought
it.
to you by Pfizer. We are in stage 3.
It's free.
We have 68
That's right.
laps to go. We've had 9 different leaders, 11 leads.
The death
the
here.
Regular season
And every
chase
time he gets
by
right
3
about there.
points. But Rob, 67 laps to go. That's a lot of real estate to still run here at Bristol.
I'm not. We're this is NASCAR.com, Michael.
Actually, on 2 separate occasions, banging the outside
NASCAR.com.
No damage. Thank you very much, Composite Bodies. He's been able to drive very successfully.
Trying to get to 700 likes.
Now from Sheldon Creed.
I know we've given him a lot of attention tonight, but I think a lot of race fans appreciate that. Dale Earnhardt Jr. just came up and tapped Ryan Truex, and now he's got Brandon Jones trying to work under him. That's a pretty good fight
June
there,
bug.
Rob, back for the 5th, 6th, and 7th spots.
Jones needs to win this race if he's going to move into the playoffs. By the same token, he didn't want to wreck the boss, so he's kind of been patient waiting. Sam Mayer doing the same thing. Still,
I don't want to wreck the boss.
Behind the car of Ryan Truex.
So right now it's a 4-car battle for the 5th spot led by
He
Ryan
gets him
Truex
right there, and then
against the train
Truex
of
is
Dale
stronger
Jr.,
down the
Brandon
front
Jones,
stretch.
Sam Mayer again into turn number 3 as they cross the stripe. 63 laps to go here in the Food City 300.
And we talk about a fight for 5th because it's the only fight among the top 5. The front 4 single file and car lengths of distance.
That's
between
hilarious.
them as Junior
J.E., that's funny.
The inside of Truex with no success.
That's the best battle on the racetrack. Cole Custer
William.
has a full 1
Sorry about
second
that.
lead. Chandler Smith is a 2.5 seconds back. 2 seconds back is Jesse Love. It's kind of gotten stretched out here now as we only have 57
We have a
laps
fan-friendly
remaining in the
interactive
final
chat. That's
race
what we
of
do.
The regular season. Mark, I applaud NASCAR for scheduling this to be the last race of the regular season for Xfinity to race up here at Bristol.
Whether it's the end of the regular season, as it is for the Xfinity Series, or a cutoff race in round 1, as it will be for the Cup Series tomorrow night, Bristol is a great place because it's kind of like a Daytona, a Talladega, and Atlanta because anything can happen at any time and flip things upside down. And again, just a great track to add a little bit of drama.
I've said this many times. People are probably tired of it. I think every race represents what we want to call a wild card race. It just depends what happens. You look at Watkins Glen last week, big wreck on the first lap. Ryan Blaney doesn't even complete a lap. That's about as wild card as it gets.
Okay, I agree with that.
I mean,
Plus,
Chandler Smith, come on, baby.
Thought it was a wild card, a new tire.
I cannot, William. This is where we do.
So there's a lot of new things thrown at everybody last week at Watkins Glen. And Joey Logano talked today about the fact in our next group, right, you got Kansas.
F's in the
then
chat,
you have
700 likes.
Talladega, and then you have the Roval.
Thank you so much.
And Kansas is a quote Ryan Sieg, and 10th is Austin Hill.
This is the aerial
AJ
cam,
Allmendinger 11th,
battle
Jeremy
cam,
Clements 12th,
and then
13th Sammy Smith with Parker
Chandler
Kligerman
Smith.
14th, 15th Anthony Alfredo, Riley Herbston 16th, Brennan Poole 17th, Joe Graff Jr. 18th, 19th Shane Van Gisbergen, Josh Balicki in 20th.
21st is Josh Williams, Kyle Weatherman 22nd, 23rd is Blaine
Playoffs.
Perkins, Ryan Ellis is 24th,
Playoffs.
Kyle Sieg
Just trying to win a
25th,
game.
Jeb Burton 26th, Logan Bearden 27th, Carson Ware is 28th. Greg Van Els is 29th, and 30th is Justin Allgaier.
Leland Honeyman 31st, 32nd
What's up,
is
Derek?
Chad Fincham, Stephen Parsons 33rd,
You're welcome, CJ.
34th is Matt DiBenedetto. Next 4 drivers are out. Jeffrey Earnhardt will get credit tonight for 35th, Garrett Smithley 36th, 37th Parker Retzlaff, finishing last in 38th. It's going to be Austin Green.
Program reminder, we're back
Taylor
on the air
Smith.
tomorrow with the Bass Pro Shops night race for the Cup
Be right
Series.
here for that tomorrow, y'all.
6:30 Eastern time. That, of course, a cutoff race for the first segment of the playoffs, and we'll see who
Glad
gets
I made
to advance
some of y'all
the
happy
playoffs
tonight.
more, and see whose season hopes for a championship are
go,
dashed
Creed.
here tomorrow night.
Always
at
a
Bristol Motor
bridesmaid.
Speedway. Watching Cole Custer flash by our broadcast position. It had to wait a while before Sheldon Creed to get there, as Custer enjoys.
You
a
can watch it on
full
YouTube
second and a
TV,
half
apparently.
lead right now. And Mark, that's an eternity at Bristol.
Again, that is a nice cushion to have here in Thunder Valley, this being the world's fastest half mile. And again, it's a 3-second
you can watch it on regular
from the
TV.
exit of turn 2 to 4, 4 down to 1. Things happen in a hurry. And here we are, Doug, 250 laps into this race, 50 to go, and they're still circling this racetrack in just over 16 and a half seconds.
And we still have 22 cars on the lead lap here in the Food City 300.
At Bass Pro Shops, we
All right, appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. We are watching. Let's crank it up. It's going to get a little loud for a second, but I can't crank it up because I have the audio on this. Oh well. Tomorrow we'll crank it up.
Check us out on YouTube at Go PRN Live.
He's that guy.
Hilarious.
That's your neighbor. I don't care if you live in a mobile home. I don't care if you live in a mansion. He's that guy that was your neighbor. He's the guy that was out there. He's the guy that was out there. He's the guy that was out there. He's the guy that drove the truck. He's the guy that got up in the car and chased him. He's the guy that put him on the car, jumped in the car.
Oh, June-bug.
And you can identify him. He's really that last guy. And he is
Sound like Kyle Petty. Battle for 5th. I don't think he'll do that. Well, Custer running away with this. Noah's Athletics, thanks for being here.
And that's important because Custer is managing his lead.
He hopped on the radio, told his spotter, Andy Houston, a few laps back.
CW. Who's leading? Ryan Martin?
Place running car. I want to know just how out front I need to be.
Okay.
This is also important because Cole Custer is on his last set of fresh tires. Everyone else on the pit road actually has one more set of sticker tires. So Cole Custer,
I just want him to get around Truex.
And right now he has a 1.9 second lead over Cole Custer, and that update brought to you by O'Reilly Auto
get around
Parts,
him.
your professional parts people. And again, everything going.
Brandon Jones is afraid to pass the boss.
3-point advantage over Justin Allgaier. He can fall back 2 spots. He can't fall back.
Oh, look at Brandon Jones.
That's not the world's biggest cushion for Cole Custer right now.
The best news for Cole Custer is just what Brad Gilley said. He's got a nice cushion. He has a 1.8 second lead. That's almost a straightaway lead here at Bristol, and we are dwindling down to 35 laps to go. Let's
Keep on hitting that like button. See if we get to 800 likes.
It's now 1.7 seconds. Chandler Smith is second, 2 seconds back. Jesse Love is 4th, 5th to Ryan Truex. 6th is Dale Earnhardt Jr. Him and Truex, not Ryan Truex, Jr., excuse me. Him and Ryan Truex.
It's hard, Shelby.
There. They've been going at it. Brandon Jones just took over 7th. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has slipped back a spot. And then it's going to be Sam Mayer and Ryan Sieg and A.J. Allman.
Do we have a caution? That's the question. 33 to go.
Right now we're closing in on the finish of this race. 33 to go for Dale Jr. This could be his very last race in one of NASCAR's top touring series. And Doug, after he ended his Cup career in 2017, had run one Xfinity Series race each season since 2018 until he ran 2 in 2023. So in 2018, 4th at Richmond, 2019, 5th at Darlington, 5th at Homestead.
Yeah, they're focused on this lead right here.
At Richmond, and in 2022 came home 11th at Martinsville. As I mentioned, 2 races last season. He finished 30th here at Bristol, but not until he had led 47 laps. He then went on to finish 5th at Homestead. So Junior hasn't run many, but he's been good.
Yeah, he's just sailing.
The finish of the Food City 300 with 30 laps to go.
He's gonna win this sucker and win the championship, which is nuts. Let's go right along with Sheldon Creed. Here we go, y'all.
If you're 75 or 60 plus with a chronic condition, asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, no high risk of being in the hospital from RSV, and there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at Access. Sponsored by
NASCAR fans just tuning in. I'm Kyle Petty, here with Echo Official Used Cars. This season will be the most exciting one yet. The introduction of Echo Park Coffee Cup Series. Pre-racing and race day. Ask me questions and check out the great cars there. This just in. Fans are running on pick it up rate and ride in the pace car. Echo Park every
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver. We dedicated a lot more time to making this race possible.
Does Creed have any tire left? I don't know.
Or having trouble with routine tasks.
Late model races kept Junior in the game.
I physically train to handle the stress of driving, and I have software helping my
Here on PRN commercial free. 21 laps to go, and Martin, nothing changed during the commercial break.
Doug mentioning Toyota, Ryan Truex still hanging strong in the
Right around
spot.
Mayer.
He has won twice this season, has made 9
They're trying to make a
Series
move now.
starts.
All his drivers passing him.
And was also top 10 both Atlanta races and Texas. And
Make sure you subscribe, and y'all trying to get to 21,800. If you haven't hit the subscribe, make sure you do and hit the like.
Truex Jr.'s older brother about this.
All right, we'll leave it right here on Cameron Jr.
They say you got to win. You got to put numbers.
Could be his last time, y'all. Last 33 laps ever.
Won twice this year with a part-time schedule. And I'm just wondering, well, when is there going to be a sponsor and a deal to go out there and put this guy on the racetrack full-time to see if he can win an Xfinity Series championship? I think he's good enough. He deserves the chance.
Rob, the 00 is still out there of Cole Custer cruising around.
Yeah, and he had a very tense moment about 4 laps to go trying to get around Joe Graff Jr. And when you're on the tail end of the lead lap, you're under no obligation to let the leader go by.
Took it off of Junior again.
For Cole Custer to get around Graff, so he put a bumper to him in the middle of the bank.
No, they're not shut. There he is. Now they got him.
And into the car of Cole Custer.
Ooh, he putting an SVG a lap down.
As they come down to the stripe, 16 laps to go in this race, and time is rapidly running out. And, Doug, it doesn't take long to cover 16 laps when you're running under 17 seconds on a half-mile racetrack.
No, it doesn't, Mark, but Cole Custer's got to fight his way through some lap traffic.
See, we can finish this strong. 800 likes. Let's see if we can get us there.
Tough. He just got around Shane Van Gisbergen, so that puts Shane Van Gisbergen, the last car on the lead lap, Rob.
And he puts himself in a position now, very little lap traffic in his particular part of the racetrack. Next up for him will be Brendan Poole, who's given him grace pretty much all night long, and right in front of him, Greg Van Alstyne just kind of riding around on the bottom. So Cole Custer managing, as Brad said just a bit ago, managing this advantage over the second-place machine.
He doesn't have any more fresh tires if he has to come back in here, so they've got a set of scuffs. They don't want to have to go to that as Custer takes the check. Custer flashes across start-finish line one more time.
Yeah, he rides the top of the banking in turns 1 and 2, leaving some gap between himself and the machine right dead ahead. That is, of course, Brendan Poole.
Trying to get around Brendan Poole clean.
Sheldon Creed going to be a bridesmaid again.
Back to the line as we will have 12 to go.
Sheldon Creed and Chandler Smith have been tied together, second and third.
Fast Pasta ain't making the playoffs.
Into Cole Custer's lead.
The cars now that Custer is trying to deal with are being as nice as they can
I don't
be
think
late in this race.
Ryan Sieg's going to make the playoffs
go
either.
Here at Bristol, Custer in traffic in turn 1.
We wondered in 2024 when Cole Custer was going to get a win. It took him a while to do that, but he's been very, very strong ever since, and continues that tonight.
Brendan Poole right now being a bit of a chicane for Cole Custer with 10 laps to go. They're across the stripe. Custer enjoys a 1 second lead.
And they're not there yet, but that gap narrowing somewhat between Cole Custer and the fight for second between Sheldon Creed and Chandler Smith.
It looks like Cole Custer will finally dispose
I don't think he has.
Poole.
It's not enough
Creed
laps
made
to
the
go
most
unless
of that,
someone
but
wrecks.
Here they are across the stripe, 9 laps to go.
Cole Custer into the banking in turns 1
Fast
and 2.
Pasta.
Nobody in front of him for about a third of the straightaway, and he'll work his way down the backstretch into 3.
He's lost a little bit of his advantage, has Cole Custer. It's down to 9/10 of a second. Last lap, he's back to the line. 8 laps to go.
Chandler Smith starting
Might run another
Sheldon
race in
Creed,
20.
and that
Uh-oh, car slow.
down as Chandler went to the inside. That enabled Custer to build on his lead.
Stephen Parsons moves over and allows Custer to go by. I need to caution with 7 to go. There's a big pack of traffic up ahead.
That car's
Custer may not
slow.
reach it, but they may crash.
He may not reach it, or he may. Once again, he puts yet another lap on Justin.
Come on, we want a
Allgaier.
caution.
That has to hurt for Allgaier as the leader is in 3.
Someone drop a
Allgaier's
water
wounded
ball.
car out there still parading around, but not a lot to show for it here.
He's going
Custer
too
once
slow.
again
Throw the
across line.
caution.
Half dozen laps remain here at Bristol.
Longest green
Make
flag
Custer
running
work
evening
for
right
it.
here at the end of the battle this evening. It's Cole Custer once again dives into turn 3.
As they come back across the line, 5 laps to go. Cole Custer hoping everything stays green.
Jeb Burton is the guy right in front of him. I'm sure Jeb's spotter letting him know the race leader is closing rather rapidly off turn 2.
Got to be careful here for Cole Custer. Just no slip-ups here and these closing laps to clinch that regular season title across
Off
the
the
line.
track,
Only
Slowpoke.
4 laps remain at Bristol.
And it is Jeb Burton and Kyle Weatherman directly ahead of the race leader as he works off the second corner.
There are going to be now just 3 laps left. Custer with a 1.4-second lead over Sheldon Creed heads back to 1.
Cole Custer will go to the top of the racetrack. Now he'll drop to the bottom underneath the car of Weatherman. Kyle will give him
subscribe.
plenty of racing room. Next up is Jeb Burton.
Cole Custer wants to tiptoe around this racetrack as much as he can and preserve this tenacious lead that he has carved out for himself. He's back to the line here. Cole Custer, 2 laps to go for a regular season title.
Side by side off turn 4 for the second position, but Sheldon Creed hanging on as the leader is off turn 2.
Up ahead,
Oh, Chandler Smith get a P2 at least.
Each other. Cole Custer does not want those guys
Boring
to crash.
race, Brandon
he sees
says.
the white flag. 1 lap to go here at Bristol.
15 car lengths, the advantage that Cole Custer enjoys over the second place machine of Sheldon Creed.
Cole Custer down the backstretch. Not a worry in the world here as he tries to power himself to a win at Bristol Motor Speedway. Cole Custer has been flawless throughout the night as they come back around for one last time. Cole Custer will win the Bristol night race here and take the Food City 300.
Cole Custer,
and by doing so,
regular
will also
season
clinch
champion.
The regular season championship.
Cole Custer gets it all tonight.
Hey,
here at Bristol
fireworks
Motor
brought to you by
Speedway, the
Pyro
win
Shows.
And the regular season championship and all those great playoff points that go with it. Justin Allgaier came into this race with a 43-point lead. He finishes 30th. He loses the regular season
Second
title
place.
by 3
Always a
points
bridesmaid.
to Cole Custer.
This NASCAR playoffs,
You're not gonna
if you
follow
like things
the
spicy,
Cole Custer
Toyota
here?
Racing
What's
is
going on
looking
here?
for you. No, we don't care if you can handle the 5-alarm chili or that Eternal Inferno salsa.
Oh boy.
Can you handle how spicy these playoffs
You're not gonna
will be
follow
when the
Cole
temperature
Custer on the
rises?
track? What's going on here? Was Chandler Smith gonna take him out? Oh man, 15 points are huge. So who made it? Who made it in and who didn't? Seventh for Junior. We'll miss you until then, buddy. That's right. 88's in the chat, y'all. 2,000, almost 1,700 in here. 88's in the chat for Junebug on his last race, possibly, that we watched together right here. '88's in the chat for Junebug. 88's in the chat. Yeah, well, it's Xfinity. It'll be packed tomorrow. The battle camera has sucked on the last laps of the past few races. Yeah, what's up with that? Cole Custer wins the race and the regular season championship. Allgaier chokes on it. You're welcome. We'll be back tomorrow, y'all, for the race. Make sure you're right here only. Maybe we'll get to 22,000 tomorrow. Think we can do it? Less than just a little over 257 subscribers tomorrow. Mm-hmm. 13 second place finishes. I will be live at 6.
Justin Allgaier
Central.
came in the points leader, but boy, I tell you, it was one of those nights that just everything seemed to go wrong for you. Had a strong car, but one time after another, the crew spent a lot of time working on the car. How do you take a night like tonight and kind of put it behind you going into the playoffs?
It's a great question. Really proud of everybody on this brand professional at Gold 2 Camaro. Yeah, I don't really have any words for tonight, to be honest with you. It started with getting the damage from the wreck in front of us that, there's nothing we can do, and then just racing, trying to race there to the end of the stage and get as many points as we could, and unfortunately, I think the 18 come off the wall a little bit. and that really put us behind. Just really bummed about tonight. We'll go back and talk about it and go to the next one. But proud of all the guys on this team, and just frustrating night.
You do know you have a lot of points you've accumulated during the regular season and the playoffs. Does that give you any comfort?
No. I mean, this is we had the best car tonight. It was very obvious at the beginning of the race we had the best car, and it's nothing to show for it.
Over.
So no real comfort.
That's Austin Allgaier. Let's go to Heather DeBow.
And Shane Van Gisbergen brings it home 18th in his first start here at Bristol. But I want to talk first. You got out of the car and immediately went over to talk to Dale Jr. What was that conversation like?
Yeah, he just was whacking me on the cool-down lap, so it was pretty fun. It was an awesome race. I love this track, and we got better all day, and I'm a bit bummed we got lapped with about 7 or 8 to go. So, but yeah, we got better all day. And
he's a bridesmaid.
So just wish we were a little bit better, but yeah, really fun.
Now headed into the playoffs, what's your outlook like? First time here in this season, or in
Welcome,
this series
Randy.
going into it. You always have a smile on your face, so is that going to continue throughout this playoffs?
Of course, that's why we're here. We're having a lot of fun, and WeatherTech Camaro has been really good. Kaulig Racing, we keep getting better and better throughout the year. So yeah, we just got to keep having fun and keep improving, and who knows how far we can go in the playoffs.
Thanks, Shane. Wendy Venturini?
Sheldon Creed comes home second here at Bristol. Sheldon, where else did you need to get more out of your race car? You were very strong all night long.
Yeah, maybe just not slipping up there when I had the lead. He got loose the first restart, and I got the lead, and then I did the same thing he did. Just got free there, and I feel like I was pretty good across the middle of the run, and I could stay with him. And I was just
15 likes to go to 800.
I pancaked the fence all by myself, and then I hit it 4 or 5 more times, and I just felt like I never fully recovered after that. Just was a little too tight at the end of the run when we got to lap traffic. When I would get close, I just needed to turn a little bit better. So, yeah, I mean, we're really consistent. Another second, I'll take it, and we'll keep moving forward.
All right, that's Sheldon Creed coming home second. A great start to the playoffs. Brett McMillan.
All right, Austin Hill came home 14th tonight, but you're coming into the playoffs with a lot of points you've accumulated through your 3 wins in the regular season.
Yeah,
how satisfying
it's
is
the
that
algorithm.
You've got that cushion as the playoffs start.
We'll get it
Yeah, I mean,
tomorrow.
It's always nice to have it, but if I've learned anything from last year, I had all these bonus points. I was regular season champ, had the 15 extra points on top of that, and then we got to Martinsville and missed it just by like 1 point, I think it was, or a couple points. So you can never be, too satisfied with the points that you do have unless you're just locked into the next round. So once these playoffs start, once we get to Kansas, we got to accumulate as many points as we can on the rest of the field. That way we can build a cushion that, in case we have an issue at a Talladega or something like that. But all in all, we just got to be better right now. I mean, we had a really struggle of a night. Our Bennett Chevrolet and our team's better than that. So got to go back to the drawing board, figure out where we missed it, what we did wrong, and how we can improve for when the playoffs start next week.
Thanks, Sir Kimbrough.
Next week.
Yep, thank you.
All right, let's go to the head of the bow.
And Ryan Truex brings it home
Did we
fifth.
get
That's
to
5
800
positions
likes?
better than your best finish here at Bristol. You ran up
7
front all
away.
evening. Tell us about your night.
Mountain Billy, what's up?
I did a terrible job in qualifying, which I feel like being a part-time driver, qualifying is the hardest thing because it's so hard to find that limit when you only get 20 minutes of practice and then you're expected to go run half a second quicker. And when you don't race every week, you just don't know where that delta is. So I just underdrove it in qualifying, put us behind the 8 ball, but had a really good start. Decent stage 1. I think we got stage points. Not sure. And then, stage 2. We flipped the stage, had a really good restart, got good stage
Awesome,
points.
Laurie,
and
thank you.
We're able to just hold on to the track position. Just a little too free that last run. I was hanging on in front of Dale. Just thankfully didn't left rear me because he could have easily used me up. But had a lot of fun racing him. And, hopefully I see you guys again in a more full-time capacity.
Thanks, Ryan. We'll send it over to Victory Lane with Brad Gilley.
Cole Custer out of this race car. Big congratulations from Food City. And Cole, before the race, you said you wanted a Bristol night win. You didn't do it easily, but boy, did you make it happen at the end. How about that?
Man, I mean, what a car, what a race. I mean, these guys did such a great job with this thing. Can't thank HidePoint.com enough. It's been every race we've had, we've wanted to do better with them, and this was finally a race we put it all together. And just unbelievable car. I could really drive through the field and do everything I needed. So, testament to this team and what we can bring to the playoffs.
Cole, you started your day in the wall on lap number 3. You were on your last set of tires for 140 laps. You end your day in victory lane and the regular season championship. How about that?
Oh, unbelievable. I mean, these guys, they never give up. It's been a tough month, but to be able to lead in the playoffs like this, we're going to really bring it to them.
Cole Custer is your reigning and now defending champion. He is the regular season champion after a big win here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
That's our Progressive Insurance Victory Lane. Thanks a lot, Brad. Get Ritter's Insurance to protect the things that make your place a home, including coverage from theft or damage. Visit Progressive.com. Back to Wendy Venturini.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. is just finishing
Here's
up
Junebug.
a TV interview, and we'll get in there in just a second, but there's a lot of smiles and a lot of laughter out of Dale Earnhardt Jr. despite his very rough night. We'll come right back. Let's head over to Brett McMillan.
All right, Chandler Smith posing for a picture. I know you started on the pole, finished third, but you don't have a happy look on your face.
You're welcome, David.
It was just one of those nights, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, we definitely had a
Really?
fast number 81 mobile.
Northern Ohio?
Super, and as fast as Xfinity Internet tonight, just rode behind my teammate for 80 laps and let the Haas car win. So.
All right, you can hear he's discouraged. Felt like he could have had a better night than his third place finish. Let's go back to Wendy.
All right, Dale Earnhardt Jr. taking a big swig of water. I don't know what was more fun for you. Driving this race car, you had to deal with losing your glasses, switching your helmet. Talk about that to the fans at home and how fun but frustrating it was tonight.
Yeah, I ran the first 50 laps without any radio, no spotter or nothing. I knew NASCAR wasn't going to let me get away with that for too long, so we had to fix it. Didn't know what the problem was. Changed earbuds, that didn't fix it. Changed helmets, that didn't fix it. Came down and just plugged a new radio with a harness in it, and that worked the rest of the day. I had a little button on my chest that I could talk back and could hear him pretty good, so I just stuck that radio over in the side, and they wanted to know if I needed my glasses. I could see really good from 6 foot out, but I can't really read a dash too well at this age. But it's getting old stuff. But we had a lot happen tonight and didn't lose our lap. Got a top 10. I'm thrilled.
Oh, and I know you were just thrilled as Shane Van Gisbergen came over, smiled, shook your hand. What did that conversation go like?
Well, I've always enjoyed V8 supercars from way back. Big fan of a lot of the drivers that ran in that series over the last 2 decades. It was like NASCAR to me over in New Zealand and Australia, and made some great friends over there, but I've never really spent any time in New Zealand, so we're thrilled to have him here. We're thrilled that he's part of our series, and I want him to have success, but I told him when I go to New Zealand, I want to stay at his place, and he can show me around. So I hear it's amazing.
All right, congrats on a great night. Dale Earnhardt Jr. comes home 7th. I will also add Shane Van Gisbergen said, I just want to shake your hand because I just raced with Dale Earnhardt Jr., and it was a lot of fun, guys.
Thanks a lot, Wendy Venturini. Dale Earnhardt Jr., by the way, finished 7th tonight. Mark, this was a significant race.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. But Cole Custer wins the regular season championship. Sheldon Creed, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Chandler Smith, 3rd. Jesse Love, 4th. Ryan Truex, 5th. Brandon Jones, 6th. Junebug, 7th. Ryan Sieg, 8th. 9th, Sam Mayer. And 10th, AJ Allmendinger. Fast Pasta, we'll get him next year in the playoffs. Jeremy Clements, 12th. Riley Herbst, 13th. 14th, Austin Hill. Sammy Smith, 15th. Parker Klingerman, 16th. And all the cars down there. And then I don't know what happened to Jeffrey Earnhardt, but I have a doubt. Oh, he will be getting one soon, CeeLo. I have no doubt. The kid is just too good. That's right. So there it is. Hope you guys had a good time tonight. We'll be back tomorrow for the Bass Pro Shops night race. And thanks for all the confusion. I know we had some stuff going on in the beginning with the CW thing, but we'll learn more next week. Oh, they lost. Ridiculous. But thanks so much for all the love here tonight on the Go at CeeLo. We appreciate you. I want to thank my lovely wife, Spain. I'm sorry I got you sick, baby. Get better. Get better. And then I want to thank my lovely wife, Spain. And I want to thank my mods for moderating. my members for giving their hard-earned money back to the channel. Thanks for all the subscribers tonight. We are going to be about 255 subscribers away from 22,000. Let's see if we can finish strong tomorrow. Same time here around 6 o'clock Central. Find us right here. We'll have a lot better. We'll be all together and ready to go in our normal territory. So thank you guys so much for everything. And I'm going to send you to our good friend Sam. He's doing some Canadian Canadian football right now. So we're going to redirect you over to Sam for the ones that are here. Make sure you go there and say hi and at least give him a like. So until then, see you guys soon. We'll see you tomorrow night. Peace out. Congratulations, Cole Custer, for the win and the regular season championship. We'll see you later.